That's it.
There we go.
That's it. It's over. It's over.
Team USA is on a hot streak. It's like we can't lose with this win against Australia today. We head into the knockout stage. Can we do it again? That's going to be the big question. Everybody has all their eyes on everything that's going on with the FIFA World Cup. We'll be covering it right here on Philadelphia Live. I'm Judea Murray. I'm really excited to have you guys. Keep in mind, this is an interactive news show. It's not your typical broadcast news. So you'll be able to talk to me in our live comment section. I'll be able to read them, may even be able to give you guys a shout out if that's something that you're interested in. We're streaming on all of our social media platforms here at Fox 29 Philadelphia, as well as the free Fox local app. We got a lot of content coming for you for the next 3 hours. Again, I'm excited to have you all. So, while we're keeping our eyes on the World Cup, keep in mind there's a lot of things happening. We've got Seattle's stage, their stadium. That is where Team USA just took home the win. Fans are still going crazy. I have a feeling that for the rest of the evening, they're going to be looking for some fun and some naughtiness to get into. We also got a live look at Philadelphia Stadium, and outside you can see fans, both Brazilian fans, Haitian fans, and just anybody of the like who wanted to see a really good game of soccer. They are out right here live in Philadelphia all day long. We've been seeing people get off the trains, getting down to some of our Juneteenth festivities, just trying to have some fun and see what the city of brotherly love is all about. And we welcome you all in. Everybody has been super nice and super polite, and they just really want to have a good time. Yesterday, we were checking out things at the Arts Museum. One big thing everybody was looking at was the Rocky statue, whether or not anybody would make the cardinal sin, the error of putting their jersey on him. And I don't think we had anybody successful at getting the jersey on him. So it looks like it should be a clean match between Haiti and Brazil. My big question for you tonight, though, is who you got? Who you want to see win? That's something we'll be asking all night long as we keep our eyes on that score. But again, I mentioned that there's some really fun things to get into if you're a foreigner or just visiting here from another state, another city. Got a lot of fun things in store. One of those things our Drew Anderson went to check out. I hear some hot air balloons are making it off into the skies, and there's quite a crowd gathered to watch them. Drew is out with one of our interns. I'm hoping that he can give us a live report on everything that's going on out there. Drew, where are we finding you?
Hey, so I am in Chester County. This is the Chester County Balloon Festival. We're right down the road from Westchester, Exton. We're in Chester Springs, near Pottstown and Montco. Yeah, you see some of the hot air balloons right by that sun right behind me. And let me show you, it is packed here. Check this out. Folks are listening to the music. They came out here for all the food trucks. And we ran into a couple folks. You guys have been in here. So what are we thinking so far? How are we feeling about the Balloon Festival?
Very nice. Feeling good. The UFO burgers are the best part of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's for real, UFO burgers. So what he's talking about is right over my shoulder at the big old food truck area, they have burger buns shaped like a UFO. And folks have been going there for that, which is what's so cool. Hey, where'd everyone else go? Where's some more friends that went into the balloon?
I have no idea.
So they wandered away. What was so funny was, so some of the folks that you guys got to talk to, they went in the balloon. Well, we also did too. So let's bring in our intern. We had that experience. What was it like going into that hot air balloon a little earlier? Because it was huge.
It was huge and it was crazy. When you look at it from the outside, you don't think it's going to be that big.
It's
and
so
then
true.
You go inside and it's massive, and the colors are beautiful from the inside with the sun streaming in. Oops.
Yeah, and so we put it up. I put it up at Drew Forecast. If you want to see what the experience is like walking in a hot air balloon, and the best part is, people can come down here, do it all weekend long. So the Chester County Balloon Festival runs all weekend, $2 to do that. And that was one of the cooler things I've ever done in my life.
And the balloon is out of commission for flying, but they're still putting it to good use by letting people walk inside.
Exactly.
Super cool.
Oh, we just found our friends. Hey, can we get your review? I want to hear about what the experience is like when you walked in the hot air balloon. What was it like for you?
So it was very interesting. It felt very big, and it looked like an optical illusion.
I understand exactly what you're saying. What was it like for you?
I thought it was like a whole different dimension because the sky was a lot different, and there's a lot of patterns. So it was pretty cool.
So, all right, outside of that, what's been your favorite part about coming out here in Chester County today?
It was just like walking around and enjoying all the sights and just with all the people.
Yeah, look how much people is there. I mean, this is a sea of people. I'll zoom in. Folks have brought out so many different lawn chairs, things to just relax in. enjoying the music, the sights, and then of course hot air balloons all weekend long. And there's a big old jump house over there. Let me ask you guys, as we look in the distance at the jump house, are you guys too old to go to jump house, or would you still go in the jump house? This is for all you guys.
I would, but it's too expensive. It's $20 for just to go in.
I hear what you're saying, but it's also fun, right?
Yeah, I would totally do it.
I was just curious, I was like, how old do you have to be in a jump house? And it turns out, you know what? You can jump forever.
I would do it. I'm 18. I would still be jumping.
Well, I got something cool for us to do. Check this out. So, right over here, they've been given a Bible, what it's like to go shh and get some of the propane. Let's go say hi to these guys. And they said we can come over. And so, can we come over? This is so cool. So, you get a Bible, what it's like going up in a hot air balloon. Look at that right there. Wow. Now I understand why they call it a hot air balloon. Look at that. I love that sound. Can I hear that? What got you into hot air balloons?
Oh, that's a long story. Partially because I'm a GPS expert, and partially because my wife loves rabbits, and we got involved with Energizer Bunny hot air balloon.
I can see, because you have to track. Seriously, you have to track hot air balloons because you're at the mercy of the wind. Do you want to sit down and give it a feel? So, will you let her give it a little go? This is cool. Here, I want to give you the mic. This is all yours.
Okay.
And
All right,
what's
so
crazy is how massive. So this is like
gonna
a
try to
field
pull
worth of
it.
basketball.
Oh!
There it is.
Wow, it's
cool
very
is that?
hot and very loud. It's super cool. I'll do it one more time. Okay, do you want
Do
to
you feel
try?
like a big kid?
I feel great. Yeah. Yes, I do.
Just look at how massive that balloon is there.
I
That
feel
is
like
so
you
cool.
should take a turn.
All right, I'll do it.
I can take it.
Permission to come aboard, Captain? All right, I'm in. Where are you from, by the way? Where are you located? What part of New Jersey? Because we're all in New Jersey.
I retired from Rutgers.
Get out of here. What'd you teach?
I was a computer tech geek.
Well, gosh, this is more important than ever with AI coming in. What are your thoughts on AI?
Be
Not to
careful
put you on
with
the
it.
spot.
Be careful with it.
Understood.
It's good, but it could be also bad.
You know what AI can't do? May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just pull it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I got it. It's like, it's a little knob. Wow. That's cool.
All the way and keep it on.
I can't be trusted with that. You're too kind to share your propane with me. How long have you been flying, by the way?
I got my license in 2000.
Is this what you fly?
These are this is
Take a look at this. Tell us more about what we're seeing.
The red, white, and blue one is the one I'm supposed to be doing tonight. But I've got the 145-foot tall dragon. I've got the birthday cake. The yellow flame on the birthday cake. Just the yellow flame is as tall as she is.
Will you be here all weekend with
Oh,
them?
yes. But
That's cool.
I've got a 100-foot tall panda bear.
I love
the
it.
red, white, and blue one I made. I sat at a sewing machine and made it myself
What? From scratch?
from scratch
Did you sew this together yourself? How'd you do it?
with a sewing machine.
You're not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
It's the same sewing machine that does your jeans. It's a double needle sewing machine.
And what I learned is there's like a cross pattern in the fabric, so that way if there's a rip, it stops it from
It's
ripping.
ripstop nylon. It's a normal ripstop nylon like you'd have in a windbreaker or in a
Well, think of a person's pantyhose. If it rips, you get a line, but it wouldn't happen because of the pattern of it.
Yes, like a windbreaker or an umbrella, but it's got coatings on it to make it more airtight.
So that should make everyone feel more safe. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for this experience. This was really cool. And you can come up in that.
No, it's actually quite hot.
What's that?
You said it was way cool. No, it's actually quite hot.
I got to watch myself with him. I appreciate
That's
that.
my bad joke for the day.
Yeah, well, listen, I love jokes like that. I'm always down for that. Thank you for that experience. You know, it's been so cool being here live all day long. I love this as a weekend event, and it's one of the things that just makes the whole area great. On a weekend, we're having low humidity and good weather. What a perfect time to come for a hot air balloon ride. And with low winds, they can get them up in the sky. You know, the main reason you see hot air balloons just in the morning and then late at night is because they don't want a whole lot of wind. If winds start getting more than 8-10 miles, they don't get them up in the sky. And let me tell you, I've been up in there before. You go up there real fast. So there you go, Judea. There's a look at what we got in Chester County. We'll send it back to you.
Drew, somehow, some way, you always find yourself in the best places. So it looks like if you wanted to get into something today, whether it is Juneteenth festivities, because the block party I think is still going on, they extended it. You can get out here to the Chester County Hot Air Balloon Festival, or you can get involved in all things FIFA. This is Drew. He's been with us in Chester County, but let's bring it back on here in the studio. You guys, a lot of big stuff happening. If you are interested in soccer, or maybe you call it football, we got a lot going on. Shawnette Wilson has been keeping up to date with everything that's going on at Philadelphia Stadium. From the sound of it, it's getting pretty crazy out there. Shawnette, we saw Team USA just take over. Now it's Brazil and Haiti's turn in Philadelphia. How are the fans feeling?
I don't even have a word to describe it, Judea. I am so excited to be here at Philadelphia Stadium. We've been down here before since Philly started hosting, but this is my first time here at Philadelphia Stadium. And I'll give you a look here outside. You can see, someone's putting up a flag. Are you putting it up?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm here in Philly. We are enjoying the city. Very good. They are treating us very well. Yesterday we made a carnival in front of the penitentiary. We are calling the city Philly de Janeiro.
Philly de Janeiro. They've been just waiting to hold up their flag, right? What do you have here? So we'll give you a look. I'll hold that for him, though. Philly de Janeiro is what he said, Judea. So, it's just an exciting time here. The gates opened at 5:30. This afternoon ahead of this game that is now an hour and a half away, the match with Brazil versus Haiti, and they are super excited. I'm going to be hearing this in my sleep tonight, I'm telling you. So yeah, they are super excited to be here. We're mostly seeing, the colors are so bright that we're mostly seeing Brazil fans here, but there are definitely people here representing Team Haiti. In fact, just off in the distance, Team Haiti fans were having like a little party in front of the DJ booth. So this is going to be a good match tonight. We've been talking all day about how people want to know how this match is going to turn up. Judea, I was watching, I said this earlier today too, James Corden last night on the after show for the World Cup. Mm-hmm. And he actually had 3 Team Haiti strikers on and was talking to them about this matchup. And, one of them said, I'm in my 30s. We realize that our country has voted for Brazil for quite some time, and he says, we realize that some of our people may be split here, but he said what an honor it is basically to face a team like this, that, if they're going to do it, they need to face a great team. So they're excited about this. That's what I heard them say on the show last night. And we're seeing a lot of unity out here. Oh, let me give him his drink back really quick.
He was a really good sport about that.
Thank you. I don't want to think anybody to think it was mine. So here we go. Look at this. We got some Team Haiti fans here. We can't hear you.
Small but mighty.
So see, they're representing as well. So again though, a lot of unity here and just fun seeing cultures unite here. And we realize, fans say they realize that Brazil is the giant here. But a lot of Team Haiti fans saying they are up for the challenge to face a team like this, and they're going to play tonight. So we're going to see. But again, the layout here, Judea, there's a DJ over there under the white tent, and next to that you can see the FIFA store, which that line was so long with people getting merch, and then fans are making their way up. You can see up the steps here. So I just think that people are excited, and it's so interesting to me and just so fun to hear fans just talking about their total experience being here in Philly, right? You just heard the guy from Brazil. He told me that, earlier I was talking to him, he said that they arrived here in Philly yesterday, and he said that they went to a lot of different landmarks. They went to Eastern State Penitentiary, and basically he showed me a video. He said they shut it down. They had a party out there, and they basically covered the streets. So they wanted to do this, and we know that also they were at the art museum, so their goal was to hit all of these spots in Philly and just show some representation. So fans of both teams are making their way around the city, and they say they love Philly. They love Philly, which is what we love to hear, right? That even though the match is the big thing happening, they love our city. So to me, it was great to hear that so far they've had a wonderful experience being here, and that Philly has shown them a lot of hospitality. So that's all. We like a good report card. We like a good report card.
You know who else likes a good report card? Mayor Sherelle Parker. And I know she is eating all of this up, just seeing all the great publicity that's coming out of this. And it's not us pressing the fans for this. They're offering this up to us. Everybody's really excited to be here.
Yes. And I was really nervous, right? Because when I turned around, I was like, oh, he's just going to start talking to me now. So the entrance to this live report was a little rocky, but he wanted to get in there, so he got in there. But they were really nice. I met a guy earlier today who was saying that he played soccer for a very long time, and now his kids are like in their 20s, 30s, and he is passing the torch, passing the soccer ball, you know, hoping that they make a great career out of this because this is their sport, you know. So just a lot of pride in that, and I'm just happy to be here too, just to see so much unity.
Shoot, I completely understand it. Another person who got an amazing assignment for the day. Okay, I do have a question for you because so far...
Oh, sure.
Oh, wait, what do you have? What is that?
Stuff and things.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't going to do this right, but I did get a shirt today. Martin wants to get in. I can't shine by myself. I just can't shine alone. He got a hat. And Judea, as you can appreciate this, right? As a girly who is out in the heat sometimes and wearing makeup, I left my little pink minifan home. Baby, the World Cup has me covered. And it wasn't even that expensive. So now I have another one.
Okay, wait, hold on. What kind of fan is that one? Because yes, we do see the baddies, all the girlies with the fans either in the club, at festivals. Is this one spray? Is it just the fan?
I haven't even opened it. I feel like this is just a fan because it was $14.99. So I think it's just doing the basics.
I see. And it's actually really funny to me that you bring this up because, I thought I was being really cute when I put on the denim today. I was blazing by the time I got into the office, and Mike, who sits behind me, Mike Greenwich, if you guys watch the behind the scenes with Bill, he produces it. Also, you see him on BAM all the time. He actually had to offer me his little mini fan because I was about to pass out. But it's really that hot out here. Actually, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah. So, for me, I overpacked stuff in my bag, but then didn't pack any of the things I really needed to pack. There is a breeze out here. It's very humid though, but I feel like the energy is so high that I don't even really feel the heat anymore. It's just a fun night, a fun place to be, surrounded by good people. And so I'm not even realizing until I look in the mirror oh, I'm greasy. I don't even feel that I'm sweaty just because I'm so preoccupied. Martin Ryman, who is a great partner here, he brought a little stool for me to sit on. And he said I have a stool and you haven't even sat on it the whole time we've been here. And I said, well, I like to move around. I like to mingle and talk to people. So I just have my phones and stuff sitting on the stool. But it's just so nice to just be able, like I said, to meet people who love being here. Philly being able to be a host city for 6 matches is just insane. And I think it's a time that they won't forget, but we definitely won't forget it either. It's just new memories being made. Because sometimes I think when you have people come to your city for the first time, and then even people coming to the country for the first time, it allows you to see your home through a different lens. You know what I mean? You get to appreciate the things that you see every day. You see it in a different light because they're super excited about what we have to offer them for this time that they're here. So that's what's happening. But yeah.
Love it.
You can see they're just outside. They're just out here. People are meeting people, and there hasn't really been a lot of trash talking, I mean, I'm sure there is some, but we just really see Brazil fans and Haiti fans just kind of mingling. Of course, when the camera turns, comes on, they're going to rep their team, they're going to rep their home. But for the most part, they are mingling and just really present in the moment.
I think they're just excited to be here, and what a place to be. Yes, it is a little hot out there now, but keep in mind when the sun goes down and those stadium lights come on, that place is going to come alive. You are in the best spot possible, Shawnette. We're going to try to check back in with at least with your camera just to see how things are going on out there a little later on. But this has been incredible. Again, giving us a look on the inside. We'll be checking in with a couple of our other reporters to see what's going on the outside. And that is where
All right,
we
we'll see you
will
then.
check in. Yeah, see you later. That's where we check in with our fan cam. Again, we can see a lot of people entering the stadium, a lot of people getting excited. You can see all of the flags. A lot of people wearing hats too, because as we mentioned, it is pretty toasty. We see a Brazil flag, you see the Haitian flag. Everybody is excited. I want to bring in Breland Moore from our sports team. Breland, I know you have been keeping your eyes on everything that's happening. And while I want to get into the Brazil-Haiti love, like, can we start with that big win for Team USA?
Yeah, unbelievable job by Team USA. I was on Good Day this morning and I said, I expected this game to be 2-1 in favor of the United States, and they didn't even make it that. It was 2-0 as a result. Unbelievable shutout game for the United States. This is the first time they have won back-to-back World Cup matches since 1930. This is a historic run for the United States, and hopefully it only keeps getting better. They have now officially clinched a spot in the knockout round, depending on what goes on this evening in group play. So remember, they took on Australia today. Turkey and Paraguay play later on. If Paraguay can win or draw, the United States automatically does also win their group as well. So a little extra cherry on top. But no matter what, they are indeed headed to the knockout round. Now, they do have another game still coming up against Turkey, but it doesn't matter at this point. And no matter what, they will be on to the next stage here of the World Cup. So you really couldn't ask for much better of a result as they continue this historic run. It's been quite a pleasure to watch, actually.
I mean, even for those of us who, to be honest, weren't the biggest soccer fans, just to see this is like incredible. It's like a goosebumps kind of moment. And for those kinds of fans, including myself, can you help us break this down just a little bit more? If we get to the knockout round, like how many more levels are we talking about we have to go before we win like the entire thing?
Well, so the knockout round, obviously, there's no more guaranteed games after that. You lose and you are, as it said, knocked out. But after the knockout round, you got 2 games there, then you go to the quarterfinals, and then if you win the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then, of course, the finals. The United States, in recent modern history, the last time that they advanced to the quarterfinals was in 2002. Now, they did reach the I think it was the semifinals, technically, of the 1930s tournament. But in terms of modern structure and the way that we see the tournament now, their best results was that 2002 quarterfinals. They lost in the quarterfinals. They have never won a quarterfinal game in the modern iteration of the tournament. So that's something I think that everybody would like to see. But, and you know, in the past several years, they've not even advanced. They've not even won a knockout stage game. So in order to just be here is nothing short of incredible. And to do it also, you know, with that little added oomph behind them. They did not have their star player. Christian Pulisic missed this entire game with a calf injury that he sustained in that Paraguay game. He is trending in the correct direction. Now, whether or not we see him against Turkey remains to be seen. To be quite honest, if he's on the fence, I certainly wouldn't play him because it's all but a useless game at this point, and could absolutely be meaningless by the time it really rolls around. So you will see what he has going on here, but hopefully he will be good to go for the knockout round, because that's when things get really real, and they'll have some steeper competition here. But very, very impressed so far.
Got you. And I was listening into some of the post-game interviews. Some of the players told me, and I don't know if they were just saying this to the media or if it actually is true, but that they actually didn't know that he wasn't going to be in until this morning, waking up and then getting out to figure out, you know, what's going on with the game. So just to see that they still came out and played as hard as they did, knowing last minute that they weren't going to have one of their star players, I mean, I think that just speaks to how strong and how determined all the other players are. Everybody, it's like you're only as strong as your weakest link, and it sounds like nobody's a weak link on that team.
Right, and I think that's across all sports. You know, we've heard the Eagles over and over and over again say they embrace the next man up mentality, and that's how you need to approach every single contest, whether, you know, you're a champion or not. But that is the difference maker, is do you have guys that are able to step in and fill the void for star players, for, in the Eagles' case, Pro Bowl caliber players, and the Eagles absolutely do. That's why they're two-time Super Bowl champions in very recent years, and you're seeing the same here with Team USA of just the step up. Now, Christian Pulisic, that is correct. They knew he was trending in the right direction. He was still very questionable, though, and that his status was not confirmed until late this morning that he was going to be out for this one. They still didn't know. To be quite honest, there was obviously no reason to risk it and to risk further injury, seeing as they were able to get it done. But earlier in the week, Brendan Aronson said even though he may or may not be able to go, we can do this without Christian. And sure enough, they did indeed get it done.
Got the win for him, so I know he's gonna feel real good when he gets back on the pitch. Love to see it. All right, we gotta move on to Brazil and Haiti because they're eating me up in the comment section. I'm seeing the flag. We got a big match coming up for us here in Philadelphia. We've been seeing fans come out. You guys have been talking to them on the Fantastic Sports Show. Tonight, you were talking to them on some of our regular broadcast news. So, let's get into it. What can we expect tonight?
Well, Brazil's a really interesting team right here because everyone expected them to come out heavyweight swinging, and that certainly was not the case in their first match. They drew, and that was a little bit of a shocking situation there. The forwards and the midfield looked a little disjointed, and so hopefully maybe that was just first match jitters. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but anything less than getting an outright win and taking 3 points tonight, I think will be a disappointment for that fan base because they expected so much more. Meanwhile, Haiti, I mean, no offense to them. I hope they're having a great time. They're just happy to be here. They have not been
you can
in
see
the
it
World.
On their face.
They have not been here in the World Cup since 1974, and their story is actually even more incredible. They weren't even allowed to play at home. They actually had to play some of their qualifying matches in Curacao because of the civil unrest that's going on in Haiti. So a really, really fascinating story there, and they're just one of those nations that you just want to see succeed. But this is going to be a little bit of a David and Goliath if history proves us correct. They've met twice before. The last time, I believe, was a 2016 matchup. And Brazil has never not scored 6 or more goals. So do with that as you will. If I were a betting woman, which I'm not, I would punch the over on Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
But I hope Haiti has fun. If they pull it off, that says a lot about this Brazil team, and it also says a lot about them. So we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. One of the other times that I was talking to you, I remember I was so shocked that we weren't seeing as many fans from Haiti. I remember you were like, well, they do come from a smaller island.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of our other workers too, and she said that, she reminded me, I should say, that there is also a travel suspension. So anybody who's coming directly from Haiti, you weren't able to get here. So a lot of the people we're seeing are probably Haitian Americans or someone who found their way to another different country before they came to ours. So it took a lot more to get their fan base here. So anybody we do see, that's a blessing for the team.
Absolutely. And I mean, we do have a very healthy population of immigrants here in this city and obviously around when you are bordered by places like New York, So I'm sure people are coming in, but we have a very great, rich Haitian population up in Germantown. So I'm sure they're out and about having themselves a blast. And, no matter what that score is at the end of the game, I know that down there in the lots in South Philly, it's lit. So they're having a good time no matter which way this one goes. But yeah, I expect Brazil to come out heavily on top. But if they don't, I said, that speaks volumes. So we'll see how it goes.
If they don't, they might break the internet. Breland, thank you so much for giving us this perspective. I love getting to pick your brain because you teach me a lot. Let's see if we can show people that fan cam one more time because people are packing Philadelphia Stadium. You're actually seeing them start to get out of the parking lot. The last couple of people that you will see there, a lot of people who are interested in tailgating throughout the games. Maybe they don't have a ticket. Maybe some people will head on down to the Fan Fest in Lemon Hill and watch the game from there. But again, as you can see, we've got plenty of Brazilian flags, plenty of Haitian flags. A lot of people want to show their support for their country, and these are two fan bases who definitely go hard for their very own culture. Now, I heard there's some other fans, some really small, cute fans who got a chance to cheer on their favorite teams today as well. The Jefferson Health NICU babies are repping their seats. And aren't they adorable, you guys? So they got onesies for them, took pictures, sent them to us. We've got Team USA here, we've got Brazil here, we've got a little Messi here. I love to see it. We've even got France. So yeah, our NICU babies are doing pretty well. Soon they'll be able to go home with their loving families. But thank you so much for sharing these adorable photos with us, Jefferson Health. We love them. Now, you guys out there streaming with us, we got a lot more news, a lot more FIFA World Cup coming your way. Remember, this is an interactive live stream program. Talk to me in the comment section. I do talk back. I want to give you a shout out. I want to answer some of your biggest questions. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Philadelphia Live. Things are a little brewy, a little stormy, where I'm hearing down in south. We're hearing that storms delayed the Fan Fest opening up in Dallas. That's such a shame. All the fans who wanted to get out there, they just had to wait a little while longer to root on their favorite teams. But I hope seeing that big win for Team USA made it all worth it. While we're talking about what's going on down south, let's bring it back up north and check in with our meteorologists, see how things are cooking up in our area for our teams. Hey.
Hey there, Judea. You know, I mean, you really can't ask for better weather out there. I mean, it really has been a Chamber of Commerce day, whether you're in the city, the shore, the suburbs. We have dew points that are dropping. That humidity's dropping. So I don't know what Shawnette's talking about, because we're talking about those dew points falling into the 40s and low 50s. And anytime those dew points are above 60, that's when it starts to feel kind of muggy and sticky. So those dew points are lowering. We have that breeze. And of course, take a live look there at the Philadelphia Stadium. The fans, they're filing in. It's going to be a nice night for some soccer. In terms of those dew points, take a look at this. We have a dew point of 50 right now for Philadelphia, so that is some dry air. We're looking at mid to upper 40s of those dew point temperatures as you get to the north and west. Ultimate Doppler showing a few sprinkles that were moving through the Poconos, parts of the Lehigh Valley. We don't have to worry about that moving toward Philadelphia. It's going to stay dry. It's going to stay comfortable. We have that fair weather cumulus cloud deck overhead. Now, in terms of those temperatures for kickoff, will still be around 80, 81 degrees. Temperatures, of course, moving into the 70s throughout the course of the game. So really tranquil, really pleasant conditions for a Friday night World Cup game there at the Philadelphia Stadium. Temperatures for the Wildwood Barefoot Country Music Fest have been fantastic for today. Here's a live look. So there's events going on pretty much area wide. Look at all the fans there just enjoying that nice breeze, that nice weather. Temperatures for this weekend down the shore will be topping out around 80, 81 degrees for Saturday, for Sunday. And then as we get toward early next week, we do have some unsettled weather in the forecast for Monday. In terms of those temperatures right now, they're pretty uniform, upper 70s to low 80s. Numbers for the overnight will dip into the 60s, which is about where we should be for this time of year. But look at the forecast for tomorrow. The average high this time of year, 84 degrees. We're going to max out around 86 for Philadelphia. So it's Father's Day weekend. We also have the Phil still in town, Citizens Bank Park, Saturday as well as Sunday. And you can see those temperatures really pleasant. The Lehigh Valley, Berks County, low 80s. For the Shore Points, topping out in the 80s as well. Water temperatures are still chilly. Now, in terms of the weekend forecast, dry. So your backyard barbecue, your Father's Day cookout, it looks good. And then as we move toward early next week, we will be keeping tabs on an unsettled pattern. Some computer models saying 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. And of course, some of that rainfall could linger into the World Cup games as we get toward your Friday evening, your Monday evening, I should say, at the Philadelphia Stadium. So here's the timeline for Monday's system as it looks right now. Cloud cover out there. Showers will be developing toward the morning time frame. It looks like some steadier rounds of rain in the afternoon, maybe some embedded thunderstorms. Moving toward Monday evening, there still could be a chance for some leftover showers. So we're still going to be monitoring the exact track of this area of low pressure. If it shifts a little farther to the north, that could mean heavier rainfall shifts to the north of Philadelphia, and then that will put us more in the threat for some severe weather. Philadelphia points to the south and east. So still a little uncertainty, but it is a good indication on most computer models that we're looking at a soaking rainfall developing sometime on Monday. So here's one depiction of the timing of that moisture that's going to be moving in. And yes, we need the rainfall out there because we are still talking about an extreme drought in some locations out there in terms of the deficit, several inches below where we should be for this time of year. So here's one computer model showing some of that potential rainfall, and that dark green, that's 2 inches of rain. The yellow that you see, that's 3 inches of rainfall. So there could be some isolated amounts across the area that pick up 3 inches or more of rainfall out of the system as things stand right now. So things could change. We are going to be monitoring this forecast, but that's kind of the next big thing as we get toward this really nice stretch of weather for the upcoming weekend. We've been talking about the heat waves. You know, it feels like summer. Summer hasn't even arrived. Well, there you go. It begins on Sunday, the summer solstice, the tilt of the earth for the northern hemisphere. That's why we have summer. We have those longer days. Father's Day, of course, looks good. Upper 80s on Sunday. Monday, we're going to be monitoring that forecast for some rounds of rain, maybe even some severe weather. So all things are on the table for Monday. And then drying, clearing, a little cooler as we get toward Tuesday still, and then temperatures back into the mid to upper 80s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, and then turning unsettled, it looks like, for next Thursday into Friday. But you know, we'll just do the carbon copy of this weather for Saturday, for Sunday, because the fans are loving it. Everyone's just kind of happy. You know, we have the weather, we have the World Cup, Juneteenth celebrations were today. I think they extended it. I mean, just because it's been so successful, and the weather is cooperating. So, you know, we're just really excited to have everybody enjoying Philadelphia at its finest, and we have the perfect weather to go with it. Judea.
Yeah, I'm hearing we talk about the Juneteenth stuff. We've got the block party, which is actually not too far from us over here. They got food, they've got vendors, they had performances. Like, this is the perfect weather to get out there and have some fun. As you just mentioned, they extended it. It's not over yet. You've got plenty of time to get out there and see if there's anything you want to bring home with you. Scott, thank you so much for giving us a look at our forecast. I feel like we got really, really lucky with this weather that we're seeing, you guys. Saturday and Sunday, super duper clear, nice weather. Happy Father's Day to those of you who celebrate. I love to see it. Again, we got a lot of news coming up for you. One more time, could we take a look at the fan cam where we know people are getting ready, getting inside Philadelphia Stadium because they want to see Haiti and Brazil face off. Of course, Brazil is presumably the, favored outcome of this match, but I just wonder, are there some Haitian fans out there? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Drop the emoji for the flag that you're choosing. Are you going with Haiti? Are you going with Brazil? We got a lot more news coming up for you. Again, more FIFA Fan Fest coverage. But I also want to keep in mind, it is Juneteenth. Why we celebrate this holiday, why it became a federal holiday. We'll get into it all when we come back. Welcome back to Philadelphia Live. I'm Judea Murray. Today is Juneteenth, and you've probably heard friends, seen people on social media say that they're celebrating, but some of you might not be quite sure what we're celebrating, because some people you're seeing it be called Independence Day, and you may know we already have one, July 4th, 1776. That's when we became a free country out of Britain, and that's when Americans became their own citizens. That's when our Independence Day is. Well, if you look at the history, and we're talking about slavery here, even though the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed, we also know that it wasn't until years later when the very last group of people finally got the word that they were free Americans as well. And I feel like Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries put the history into perspective pretty well. So I want to read to you a statement that he made today. It says, since 1619, Black Americans have been an inextricable part of the gorgeous mosaic of the United States, but it was not until June 19th, 1865, when Union troops delivered orders enforcing emancipation to Texas, that our nation finally started to live up to its ideals of liberty and justice for all. Juneteenth is a time to honor the resilience of Black Americans and commemorate the formerly enslaved who fought for their freedom. His thing goes on to say, without their fight, the Civil War amendments guaranteeing citizenship, equal protection under the law, and the right to vote would not have been possible. So again, these are words from the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries, that I feel pretty much sums up why we have Juneteenth. And of course, a couple of years ago, back in 2021, I believe, that is when it became a federal holiday. So that's when a lot of you realize, well, hey, I can actually take time off, and it's PTO. But for some of us too, we've been celebrating Juneteenth for a very long time. It's not anything new. It's just acknowledging that not all of us were freed when we thought everyone was free. And here's a specific holiday that just goes to celebrate our culture, acknowledge our history, and move forward. So a lot of people like myself celebrate Juneteenth and July 4th. So, let me know what you guys think about that. Well, there's a Juneteenth block party happening right now in the city of Philadelphia. If you're looking for something to do, I hear it is absolutely popping out there. They had live performances. Dougie Fresh performed. Philadelphia's very own DJ Jazzy Jeff was on the ones and twos. I also heard there were a couple of other people who got out there to do their thing. There are plenty of vendors if you want to go out there and buy something or try some food. But Ellen, one of our reporters, got out there to give you guys, a down on the grounds view of everything that's happening out there.
What an absolutely beautiful day here in front of the African American Museum for Juneteenth. So many vendors and food items. People lined up all morning. There was free admission to get into the African American Museum because they are celebrating 50 years. So it was free to get in. So you know that people love that. This gentleman just came up. Hello, sir. How are you? What's your name?
How you doing? My name's Eugene.
And show us your shirt. Juneteenth. I love it. Breaking every chain. Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
And why did you want to be here today?
Because it represents our history and the people who died for us to be where we are today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
You too. Thank you, sir. And so many people wanted to do just that. And let's hear from some of them right now. Happy Juneteenth! Oh, what a day here at the African American Museum for the Juneteenth Festival. A day that started with hundreds of people lining up to get inside for free to celebrate the museum's 50th anniversary.
We need to have this recognized. We always need to have Juneteenth recognized and how important it is for our people.
Even my son, he's 8 and he didn't know what Juneteenth was. I was explaining that to him on the way up here, but I wanted him to come in and get a chance to experience and learn.
Experience and learn about what happened on June 19th, 1865, but also to celebrate all of Black history and culture, something all ages and races say they can appreciate.
The energy is just immense. It's just so high level. There's kids dancing about. Obviously, all adults are having a great time in front of the music tent. We've had the choir on. They've been amazing. We've been dancing.
So many people wanted to come have fun, but also to show the younger generation exactly what Juneteenth really means.
They need to understand the history. They need to know what this day means. We need to embrace that it's now public, where everything is closed. We're now representing Juneteenth.
So it's just a reminder that we are free as Black people now, and as a country, that's 250 years. But it's just to celebrate, you know what I mean, independence. It's also to overcome struggling, and that's what I believe what our history is about.
So again, what a wonderful day this has been. So many people here in front of the African American Museum to celebrate Black history and Black culture and to remember what happened so many years ago when slavery officially ended. Judea, back to you.
Ellen, beautiful job. That was a great way of encompassing all that this holiday is really all about. Loved hearing from the people out there as well, especially the little kids. So now, if you're still interested in getting out there and do something, maybe it's a little too late for you to get to the block party, or you want something tomorrow or the day after, one of our employees, Abigail Shashut, actually puts together weekly lists of things to do. She puts them on her Instagram and on her TikTok. She goes by Abby Chocolato online. I want to let you guys listen in to some of the things that you can still get out and do for Juneteenth.
Here are a couple more things happening this weekend. Now I'll start with a couple of Juneteenth events, but I do have a separate video listing more. We have a Juneteenth Black Jeopardy event, the Juneteenth Wellness and Art Festival at the Cherry Street Pier, Caribbean Carnival, and a performance by Juné at Bourbon and Ranch. Now we have a couple events to meet new people, a board game night at Gather Food Hall, an audiophile listening room experience at Margolis, a meetup with the Philly Supper Club at Harper's Garden, or join Tension Seekers for some tennis or pickleball. And if you're in Fishtown, catch some tunes at Conrad Square Park. Relax your mind and get grounded at a Pain and Sip at Shabam Coffee. And again, if you're looking for more Juneteenth or FIFA events, make sure you check out my other 2 videos. And if you know about anything else going on, feel free to drop it in the comments.
I love Abby's posts. If you guys have more opportunities for her, you can also reach out to her, send her your flyer, let her know what it's all about, where it's at, what time it's going to be. Maybe you'll see your stuff featured right here on Philadelphia Live next. Now, we had a lot more news to get out to you guys. Want to get into some trending topics, what everybody's talking about. And then, of course, I know all of your eyes are on what's happening with the Haiti and Brazil match up. That's in like 30, 40 minutes from now. So my question of the night, we'll pose it to you because I want to know who you think is going to win tonight. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Philadelphia Live. I'm Janae Murray. Got Jake Leonard up on the desk. Jake, hey. Okay, everybody's going crazy because like the day has finally come. We've got another match here in Philadelphia. It's Haiti versus Brazil. You know, are your friends getting out there and having a good time?
Yes, I know. So I'm having a little FOMO right now, honestly. I have friends that are at Stateside Live, friends that are in Center City, like all over. They're texting me. They're having so much fun. So hopefully I can get out there after the show.
Yeah, people are still definitely going to
100%. People are going to be out all night.
The Brazilian fans already told you. I can't wait to see where they go.
Philadelphia.
Oh, that, and then what did they say during Shawnette's hit?
Something about
it was like Philly de Janeiro.
Yes,
Philly
yes, that's what they said. Yes.
Y'all take it over. That's crazy. That is crazy. But we wanted to know what our fans here on Fox 29 think about the match tonight. Who they got? Who's winning? Brazil, Haiti.
Yeah.
What do people say?
So we ran a poll. You know, you can find it at fox29.com/go vote, always under Fox Local. And so we said, which team will win tonight's FIFA World Cup match? So as you can see, Brazil is currently in the lead, 80%, Haiti 20%, and then leave a comment 0%. I always think it's so funny because even though it's like It says it's 0%. People are always leaving comments.
Oh, absolutely. People
Look,
have stuff to say.
looking on social media, someone is saying Brazil all the way with a bunch of Brazil flags. Someone says my money is on Haiti. And then I really like this comment. It said, in case you didn't know, Haitians love Brazil, so it doesn't matter either way. ... But team, all caps, Haiti.
So it does matter to you after
Yes.
all. We can still see fans getting out there. Some of them are still making their way into the stadium. Some of them are just happy to be there. We know there's tailgating going on. People just out there to mix and mingle. You know, I heard that people have been changing their dating profiles just so they can meet some international baddies.
Okay, I kind of love
Philadelphia.
that. I kind of love that.
That's interesting to me. If it's working for you, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Oh my gosh. Have you been keeping your eyes on any trending topics?
Yes.
Is anything big in the news
Yes,
tonight?
I have.
Okay.
I have a really big one. So as someone who I feel like I'm semi-chronically online, whenever there's like a big, like celebrity announcement or something, you usually hear it on like social media from like other platforms before you actually see, the person.
Come on.
Like, yeah. So today I was just scrolling and this took me by surprise. I was still at home. My roommate was sitting in the room and I was like, and she was like, is everything okay? And I was like, yes. And I just flipped my phone around. We have a pregnancy announcement by the People's Princess, Anne Hathaway. Yes. So she posted this video on her Instagram. Yes. Look at it.
Did she say, I wouldn't blame her if she didn't. Did she say how far along she is?
No. But she looks like she's like kind of
Yeah, she's
along
showing
there.
a little bit, maybe just a couple months, nothing too major, but oh my gosh.
I'm so happy. And then like afterwards I was kind of looking into it and there had been speculation that she was pregnant based on like red carpets and there were pictures of her at the beach, but I had heard none of it. So this totally took me by surprise. Obviously everyone is commenting, oh my gosh, she's booked and busy this year and she's having a baby. So I'm just so excited. People love Anne Hathaway. This morning when I logged on and was like looking at the top trends, Anne was one of them, along with who's Anne's husband, how many kids does Anne have. By the way, this is
that I didn't want to be disrespectful. I didn't know she had a partner.
I know. This is baby number 3, by the way.
Where have we been?
I know.
Okay, wait. You know what would have been a really cute pregnancy announcement? Obviously that one is as well, just because we want to see anything Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
If she would have had a picture of her, picture of hubby, and then we create baby bump.
Oh.
Just like Princess Diaries.
That would have been so
But maybe
cute.
I think too much. But that was adorable too.
I think that was adorable, but anytime there's going to be a Princess Diaries reference, like I need that. But I'm just like, I'm so happy. Like you can kind of see in the video, she's beaming. She looks so happy. And I just feel like she is someone who she's just so unproblematic. She does her own thing.
That's why everybody loves her.
Yeah, she always shows up. She's so graceful. And like I said, she is booked and busy this year. She was in Devil Wears Prada 2. She's in The Odyssey. She's like in a sci-fi movie. Was in an A24 movie. Like she is this is her year.
Maybe that's why she was doing all the different things. So she was like, I'm
Like,
gonna have a
let
baby soon.
me get it out of the way.
Yeah.
So happy for her, third baby, new member of the family. So sending all my love to her and her family.
Me
I
too.
cannot wait to see.
I think it's gonna be adorable if she chooses to show
Yes.
her child. A lot of people don't.
Yes, which is totally understandable.
But, people are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jake, that was the best news you
I
could have
know,
brought
wasn't
me
that
tonight.
wasn't that so fun?
Now
I was
I'm
like
beaming too.
I know, I feel like today is such like a good news day. We have so much positivity and excitement. I was like, oh my gosh, another great little tidbit to share. So
Absolutely. Yeah, who says that good news doesn't exist? We always don't find it.
we're always gonna find it.
We got a lot more coming up for you. As mentioned, we're keeping our
Yes.
eyes on all things FIFA World Cup. Got a couple of big reports coming for you. And then another one of America's favorites, at least for a certain amount of time, was one of America's favorites, is finally coming out with a message. We'll get into it when we come back. Hey guys, welcome back to Philadelphia Live. You're taking a live look at Philadelphia Stadium where fans are literally packing out the arena. They want to see Haiti take on Brazil. Obviously, a lot of people are saying Brazil is going to take this big thing. We've got a question going for you all, trying to figure out, who do you want to see? Last check, it was 80% of you guys voting for Brazil, 20% of you guys voting for Haiti, but we've got that poll up all night long. So if you think differently or you want to let your vote be heard, please head to our Go Vote or just write us in our social media comment section. Again, I'm reading comments. I'm trying to give out shout outs when I can. Look, a lot of big stuff is on the line for our games tonight. And again, we're just interested in seeing how you guys fit into all of it. We also know that fans have been packing in through the parking lot. We've been keeping our eyes on that situation too. But one thing that I thought was really interesting, Team USA won today. If you guys were watching the men's soccer team, they absolutely beat Australia. It was a great moment for us to watch. That means they're heading on to the knockout stage. But before they could do all that, I saw a message from Sesame Street. I just want to let you guys listen in what Elmo had to say.
Just to be clear, Elmo wants Team USA to win, okay? But Elmo loves everybody. Just to be clear. Don't make this a thing. Thank you. Elmo loves you, and Elmo loves you, and Elmo loves you, and Team USA, and everybody who's playing. Just to be clear, Elmo
You
wants
guys
Team
have
USA
Elmo
to win.
scared straight. So if this is your first time getting into the lore here, Elmo made the cardinal sin mistake of going on social media and kind of having this we love everybody, we're voting for everybody, when it came down to the Knicks taking on the Spurs. And New Yorkers were like, don't forget where you came from. Sesame Street is in Manhattan. What are you doing? And Elmo apparently had to come out and make sure you guys know, with the jersey and all, I am Team USA. Please stop picking on me. During all of the madness in New York City when the Knicks were, winning, somebody actually put Elmo's head on a spear. They wanted his blood. So I don't blame them for coming out with this messaging, but obviously it went over with the fans pretty well. A lot of people think it's funny. You guys go so hard for your teams. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but Elmo, not even Elmo's off limits. That's crazy. Okay, we've got another report with our sports team. Breland Moore has been keeping her eyes on everything that has to do with the Phillies, of course, with everything that's going on with the FIFA World Cup. But the Phillies don't play tonight, and I understand it's for a interesting reason. Let's talk about it.
Because of the World Cup. That's all. That's it. So they're off tonight. There's nothing to report about with the Phillies.
Yeah, but they'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, 3-game series with the Mets continues tomorrow and wraps up on Sunday.
All right, well, let's get into the FIFA World Cup because I think that's what all the people are here for anyway. We've got T-minus 26 minutes before we're expecting to start things. How are you feeling right now?
I have no horse in this match here. I'm just here for the love of it, and it'll be fine. I think Brazil's a heavyweight favorite, and they should be. Haiti has not qualified for a World Cup since 1974, and honestly, there are just teams here that getting here and qualifying is the goal and is the championship, and so they should be very proud of where they are. But however, that being said, who knows? Brazil's a little bit of an odd animal this year. Like I said, they should not have had a draw in their first match, but they sure did, and they looked a little disjointed. So we'll see what kind of Brazil team we get. Neymar is also still out with injury, so that is obviously a very big loss for that team. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, me personally, how I feel, I don't care. I'm just here. I like the scenes of it. I love seeing the tourists and the fans from both sides come together and have some fun in the lots of South Philly. But yeah, I have no horse in this race here at all.
Okay, in this particular match or just in general, FIFA World Cup, you're just here for the...
Obviously, I want the United States to win, but I have no money on this. I have no nothing, me feeling... I just
throw it out.
Yeah,
we just report on what's actually happening.
Correct.
Breland, I love it. staying honest with us, and that's all we can ask for. We do got a lot of people throwing in flags in our live stream chat. Most of them, I'm not gonna lie, have been Brazilian flags, but we do know there are quite a few Haitian fans out there as well. We've been seeing everybody pack into the stadiums. Last question that I have for you, because we're also having a live report as well right before we get into the game. You know, you guys have been chatting back and forth with Jason Martinez. You've gotten to watch some of the live hits that he's been doing. When Team USA won, I mean, I think fans went ballistic, but I guess, what did that really mean for us to win that particular match? Why did everybody go so crazy?
Well, I mean, I wish honestly that I was somewhere not in the studio at the time. So I was waiting actually to do a hit while that result came down. And so it was a very sterile atmosphere, but I'm sure quite literally any other place on the face of the American country was absolutely lit. It's a huge deal. You know, the U.S. men's national team, the U.S. women are an incredible juggernaut when it comes to winning World Cups. But the United States men have never won. And to be quite honest, their results in recent memory have been lackluster at best. They have not even ever won a knockout game for the past, 2002 was the last time they were in the quarterfinals. So you can do the math there. That's why I'm a journalist and not a mathematician. So it's been a hot minute. And to be quite honest, it's been basically everyone's entire lifetimes that we've not really seen the United States men's national team be a force to be reckoned with. And coming in, including myself, I'm like, they're not going to do too much, but hopefully they at least win a knockout game this year. And now when you're looking at this team and what they've been able to piece together, you kind of have hope for the first time in a long time that, are they a dark horse for this? Can they actually pull this thing off? And I think that's the really, really fun part about it. You know, to be able to watch a team go in and take care of business first against Paraguay and now against Australia. This is the first time they've won back-to-back games since 1930 in a World Cup. That's a really, really historic type of run here that we're witnessing. And so it's just really awesome to be part of something like this and to be able to see them really surpass everybody's expectations, and hopefully that continues. But the knockout round is a different animal than your group stage. Their group stage, obviously things have gone very well. Looking at it before we got into the World Cup, they were clearly the favorite here. So certainly surpassing expectations, but like I said, knockout round is a different beast, and hopefully the success can translate there. But it's the fact that I'm even saying hopefully is great, because a lot of, the past couple of World Cups, you're like, meh, this is kind of it for them. And that's certainly not the case here.
Okay. All right, we might be able to compete. We might have something over here. Now, Breland, I don't know if this is going to make up for anything. You did say you were in the studio when this happened, so you didn't get to see it. We actually have that clip when Jason Martinez was out. Let's see if we can get the moment where people knew Team USA won.
And that's it. There we go. That's it. It's over. It's over. It's over. Yeah. USA. This place is going nuts. The United States wins it 2-0. They have shut out Australia. They are advancing. And this crowd's going nuts. America 250 in the city of brotherly love. Look at outside. There's another couple thousand people out there on Sansom. We're at 11th and Sansom, and these fans are loving it. So I think that's it, guys. I'm just trying to take you to the action.
The moment, I don't know if it makes up for anything at all, but obviously the energy was big. Yeah, we probably would have liked to be out there with the people. Yeah. But still, you feel a little bit of the goosebumps just seeing everybody go crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you absolutely do. And hopefully we see, like I said, more of these results moving forward, because this is something really, really special. And I don't think we've seen this quality of a team from the United States men since 2002, honestly. It's been so long. And keep in mind, they were without star Christian Pulisic. So imagine what they're able to do with him returning to the pitch. I don't know. they might have something special here for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, I sure hope so. All right, you guys, we got a lot more to get you through with World Cup. I was trying to ask if our Pete was ready. Breland, thank you so much for getting us this latest report for us. All right, looks like we don't have that report just yet. But keep in mind, we got a lot of hands on deck as we're getting ready for Brazil to take on Haiti. That's happening in literally minutes. 8:30 is when that match is set to begin. If we don't have him yet, let's go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have a live report on everything that's going on at Philadelphia Stadium. Hey guys, welcome back into Philadelphia Live. I'm Judea Murray. I want to give you guys a live look at Seattle Stadium. That is where Team USA officially won against Australia. It was an incredible match to say the least. 2-0. Like we were thinking they would come out on top. Breland said she was thinking they would put up 2. But we weren't expecting the other team not to do anything. And so that means they're going on to the knockout stage, which means we really could have a chance at winning this thing. I mean, what do you guys think? Are you guys going for Team USA? Do you want to see another country come out on top? You know, we'll keep our eyes on everything that's going with Team USA. I think their next match will be at Los Angeles Stadium. They're going to head to California next, I do believe. All right, you guys, and we also have some live reports going on from Philadelphia Stadium. As you can see, this is our interior camera. We're only allowed to show you this until the match actually begins, which is in about 15 minutes. You can see the sea of yellow. Those are your Brazilian fans, but then you can also see the red and blue flag. That is Haiti in full effect. Again, it's going crazy out there. We'll be able to bring you live reports later on, keep our eyes on the score and see everything that's going on as it pertains to the Haiti versus Brazil game. Now, it does look like we have our reporter Pete Cudahy here with us from Fox News. Really excited to get to talk to him. He's been outside of Philadelphia Stadium as well, alongside our other reporters, covering the latest of this big match that's coming in about 15 minutes. Now, we know that we're just a couple of minutes away from them taking the field. A lot of people are excited to see them. This is a Group C teams that are chasing their first 2026 World Cup wins. It's very exciting for both sets of fandoms. I mean, whether you're a Brazilian fan because you're from Brazil, or whether you live here in Philadelphia, you just want to see some really good soccer be played, or maybe you're coming from Haiti and you figured out a different kind of way to get out here to Philadelphia, or maybe you live here and again, you just wanted to see a really good match be played. All right, we're getting out now to Pete Cudahy from Fox News. He's outside of Philadelphia Stadium and he had a chance to catch up with fans from both sides, which is just exciting. Pete, who'd you get to talk to?
I'm not hearing the show though, just to let you know.
Oh no, okay, it sounds like he cannot hear us.
Hey, so Judea, it's been a party here in Philadelphia the entire time that these fans have been here. But both teams, they have a very different history in the World Cup. You got Haiti coming in, who has not been in a World Cup in over 50 years. On the other side, Brazil, they've never missed a World Cup, and they also have the most titles of any country in history. Now, despite those differences, both sides have high hopes. Yellow and green has taken over the streets of Philadelphia. Center City, Independence Mall, Reading Terminal Station, all filled with fans.
We got the perfect opportunity to come to Philadelphia because Brazil's game, Philadelphia, everything was a match, you know?
For many, it's their first trip to the city of brotherly love, and they're soaking it all in while they're here.
Chili fish steak, oh my God, it's really, really good. It's famous, and now I understand why.
Super, it's amazing.
They also came to see a familiar face while they're in town.
We knew the city because of Rocky Balboa movie. We're all fans of Rocky Balboa, so we always wanted to come here.
And by Rocky is where fans gathered the night before the match. Singing and dancing the night away. But they're not the only fans who came to town.
I'm Haitian American, so of course I'm rooting for Haiti. It's the first time we've been in the World Cup in 52 years, so, you know, we're here.
Haitian fans may be outnumbered by the yellow and green, and their team is a clear underdog, but they're still holding out hope for something special.
Just getting a goal against Brazil would be amazing, but even better yet, if we pulled off the biggest probably upset in FIFA history, it would be amazing if we could beat Brazil.
Well, Judea, it's obvious that there was a lot of excitement up leading to the match, but we've got less than 10 minutes right now until it actually starts, and both sides are just hoping they can walk away with a win. Back to you.
Thank you, Pete, so much. Again, we got a lot of big things to get you out to. We'll be checking in with another one of our reporters soon. As you all know, we've seen fans coming in. We've seen fans sticking around. They want to tailgate. They still want to have a good time. Maybe they didn't get tickets. We all know those tickets were sky high. I wasn't paying for them. But if you have an opportunity to just get out there and meet people, eat, have a good time, like why wouldn't you take it? We're going to check in with Jeff Skversky from Fox 29 when we come back. Welcome back on into Philadelphia Live, you guys. We know we've seen fans packing the stadium out at Philadelphia Stadium, but we also know people, not everybody got a ticket and they still want to get out there and have a good time. I hear the tailgate scene is where you're supposed to be. Jeff Skversky is live out there for us now. Jeff, tell us, what are the vibes like out there?
Today, you can feel the passion, you can feel the energy here at Stateside Live, 10 minutes before kickoff. This is the scene here at Stateside Live, a party indeed. As, of course, the second of 6 World Cup matches is about to kick off here in South Philadelphia between Brazil and Haiti. They are fired up right now as both the Haitian and Brazilian national teams are coming out. And we have some fans from Brazil. How much fun is this?
Super excited and glad to be here.
Do you like your chances tonight against Haiti?
We're going to win the whole thing. World Cup 2026.
And Philadelphia is treating you guys nicely?
We love Philadelphia. Eagles all the way.
Oh, he's got the Eagle socks. You might not be able to tell, but they love Brazil, just like Philly fans love the Eagles. It is quite a scene here, just steps away from Lincoln Financial Field, where the second of 6 World Cup matches will take place in about 10 minutes over on Fox. Judea?
Jeff, I love to see the energy out there. There was even one lone Haitian fan. He didn't care if he was by himself. He was going to rep his team just as hard as all those Brazilian fans were. It's so interesting to see like that. It's almost like a camaraderie because they're all really nice to each other, but then also still showing, hey, we're here for a match. We're going up against each other too. It's really interesting to see the duality.
Yeah, this feels like one of the Eagles Super Bowl parades. It is quite a scene here in South Philadelphia just minutes before the match between Brazil and Haiti.
So for the most part, this may be a simple question to ask, a silly question to ask. Everyone who's outside now, they probably don't have tickets. They're just going to watch it from the big screens. That's the vibe that I'm getting here?
Of course, yeah. I mean, everybody's in the stadium, so everyone that's here, they're here to watch the game.
They're here to have a party. All right, Jeff, thank you so much for giving us this live report. Everything that's happening literally minutes before Brazil takes on Haiti. We'll see who comes out on top. Our fans, it looks like our fans in the chat are going for Brazil. All right, we got a live look outside of the stadium as well. While it's a party on Jeff's side, I'm seeing that there are a couple of officers standing out on the other side. And I'm not quite sure what the situation is here. It looks like they've been talking to fans. For the most part, it kind of seems cordial. Well, maybe are these fans or are these volunteers? These might be the volunteers. It's been interesting to see, though. I did see one man. He was led away in handcuffs. As you see, our photographers moving on to another scene there. But again, I'm also seeing, while we can't show you guys the live game footage, they are doing their the beginning ceremony to the match. I do believe we're seeing a lot of hands on the chest, hands over their hearts. And so it must be the national anthems being played right now as we speak. Everybody looks extremely serious inside of the stadium. We're expecting in just minutes everything to really kick off. They're even singing along, you guys. Wow. Again, just insane to see how everything goes on. They've got both flags out on the pitch as well. You can see the Haitian flag is just all the way across the field, and then we've got the Brazilian flag as well. They're sharing halves. So again, in just a couple of minutes, we're expecting our next FIFA World Cup game to officially begin. Philadelphia has been the place to be this weekend. I mean, between FIFA, between Juneteenth, between just your regular schmegler things that are always happening around here. And of course, the food scene is insane. I've seen so many different ads pop up on my Instagram and my TikTok. It's like they know I'm looking for things to do. So if you're trying to get out there and have a good time, there's plenty to get get involved with. I told you guys all about our Abigail Shashoot on Instagram and on TikTok as Abby Chocolato. She shows you different things that you can do. Again, FIFA World Cup seems to be the thing of the season. Everybody's been getting out not only to see matches, but also to go to the FIFA Fan Festival. We had a helicopter flying over the scene earlier on today. It showed you just how many people were out and about for the Team USA versus Australia game. Like, it was insane. You see, they're just packed up there like sardines just to get to the stage. And it was hot today, you guys. I don't know how anybody wasn't passing out, and maybe they were. But for the most part, we just know people were just there to have a good time. People were there for the vibes. People were there to meet one another. Just, you know, fellowship in the city of brotherly love. Love to see it. Yesterday, I told you guys about these fan bands that are pretty popular at the FIFA Fan Festival. It's not just here in Philadelphia, but apparently you can get one for free at any of the FIFA Fan Fests. And lines have been like hours long. I don't know if you have the willpower and the patience to stand in line for 4 hours, but people in Houston did. And here in Philadelphia, they've been standing in long lines as well. I actually heard that people were selling those bracelets that they got for free on Etsy and on eBay for like $100. You got it for free. That has to be a crime somewhere in somebody's book. I don't know. I think it should be. But maybe that's just me. But you guys do the same thing. Want to remind you, this is an interactive live stream chat. So while we're talking about our biggest news of the day, if you've got a question for me or you want me to give you a shout out, all you got to do is talk to us in our live chat. And I'm able to read those comments in real time and then maybe able to talk to you, talk about you, give you that shout out right here live on Philadelphia Live. We got a lot of things cooking. Speaking of cooking, Drew Anderson actually got out to a Brazilian market. It's a grocery shop where a lot of people go for the most authentic Brazilian foods. And he met up with a family. They were getting ready to grill right in time for the big game tonight. Just take a look at what was in their cart.
This is so cool. Here in Chester County, there's a Brazilian grocery store, and we just met these folks stocking up with some Brazilian goodies.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hey, you guys look ready for World Cup. All right, what do you got? What are you doing today, by the way? You doing a barbecue?
Grilling today before the game. I'm here with Lorenzo, Kristen, Carrie.
Hey, guys.
We're so excited for tonight's game. And of course, we're watching the game on Fox News.
Why are you excited for the game?
Fox Sports, of course.
What does the game mean to you?
So me coming from Brazil, it means a lot. It reminds me of my traditions, and I'm trying to pass for my family the Brazilian tradition, because Brazil is a great place to live, and I kind of miss it, you know. So this brings my country.
So let me ask you this: why do you think there's a Brazilian grocery store here in Chester County of all places?
Because Brazil is the best.
Done.
No.
I didn't know that, and there must be. All right, so you're wearing the Brazilian.
Yes,
can you guys walk me through what you got from the grocery store? What are we having tonight at the barbecue? Walk me through.
Go.
Yeah, so
Kristen,
first,
Carrie's
we
gonna
got the
tell.
picanha, right? The picanha it's cow, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We just put some salt on this, 3 minutes one side, 3 minutes on the other side on the grill, and then we cut it up in small pieces and we dip it in the farofa. The farofa is the best. This is my favorite part.
By the way, she calls sawdust. Which it's kind of it's a hit or miss. Either you like it or you don't, you know. But
Similar to breadcrumbs, essentially.
It's breadcrumbs, yeah.
Got
yeah,
you.
Right?
So that's like breadcrumbs.
So and we dip it in that. That's one of my favorites that
Cool.
we make. And then we got can you pronounce that one?
This is linguiça toscana. Is sausage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got some sausage there.
Oh, what's that sausage taste like?
It tastes like.
What's it taste like, Guy? You tell me.
Tastes like meat.
Okay, there you go. It tastes like meat. Any like spices, flavors? What do you feel flavor-wise?
So this linguiça toscana will have a lot of flavors. Either you can get with lime or bacon but it's pork essentially, yes. So it's very good. I would definitely tell you guys to get the Toscana and the picanha for sure.
It does look good. Do you like it too? Let me ask you.
I do. The other thing we normally get is they're chicken hearts at Brazil to go, and it's very good. They didn't have it today, so we were bummed about that. But hey, we got a lot of better things too. So we got some cheesy garlic bread as well. This is one of my favorites too. We get this every time, and then of course we got popcorn and
What?
Cookies.
That's pop. Is that regular
it
popcorn? What is it?
What is that, Lorenzo?
It's popcorn, but it's like really sweet because it has white powder all over it.
That sounds good.
Right. So these have all the best snacks here, and these are cookies as well. So
What do the cookies taste like?
so this one's strawberry, this one's vanilla. They have a chocolate one too. I wouldn't even know something to compare it to. Everything just tastes so different, you know. It's because it's from Brazil. It has to be.
And what's that drink, by the way? What's
Yeah,
this?
you talk about the drink.
Oh, this one is Guaraviton. A lot of soccer players, they drink this. It's like a tea.
Yeah.
And it's sweet. So it's very good for after you do some exercise. I recommend Guaraviton. You guys should try it. Very good.
All right, so where are we going to find you for the game? What are you guys going to be doing? You inside, outside? What are you doing?
We're gonna be where?
Poolside.
Poolside?
We're going to be poolside. We have a TV out by the pool, so it's just beautiful weather. We're going to be outside, grilling, and hanging with family. So we're blessed that everybody was in. They're coming from Pittsburgh. The game's in Philly, so we're going to, we're celebrating that it's here. So we love it. We love it.
You ready for the game?
Yes.
Who's winning?
Brazil.
Oh, good. That's the right answer.
Come on.
From the mouth of babes, you're hearing Brazil's gonna win, but I know we've got Team Haiti in our live stream chat as well. All right, we do have some questions. I see someone ask, where can I watch the game? That is live right now on Fox. So you've got to have Fox Sports or watch your local Fox channel. That is where you can see the game right now. Again, it literally just got started. Like, I'm looking off to the side and I'm seeing them. Here, we'll keep you updated on the score. We'll be talking to you guys about things happening behind the scenes. We'll get some interviews out for you all. But if you want to watch the game itself, that is on Fox. You've got to find the broadcast or Fox Sports. Still a lot ahead. I heard that there was a special kind of gesture given to a long-term employee. You guys, maybe if you've been to Philadelphia, because I know a lot of you guys watch from different places, but Reading Terminal Market, there's a guy who's been employed there for quite some time, and he happens to be Haitian. And so his employers, his colleagues, they banded together. They did something really, really nice for him. Take a look.
We also have something that we got you from the market.
Yeah, thank you.
No, you need to open it. Read it.
Okay. Thank you, Reading Terminal Market. Thanks, Joel Lumac, for all that you do for the market and the merchants. Please enjoy Haiti and Brazil match tonight because you are a friend. Are you going?
You're going.
You're going.
We have 2 tickets for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
You can literally see the moment on his face when it like clicked. They were so excited for him. So he and his family, or anybody of his choosing, they've got tickets to go to tonight's game, which they're about 2 minutes and some change into. Again, Brazil's taking on Haiti. A lot of people think that Brazil's gonna win, but Haiti might surprise you guys. I want to see in our comment section, please let me know, drop your flags. I've seen a lot of Brazil flags, but drop Haiti flags too. Who you're thinking is going to come out on top. We'll be talking about it and a lot more news coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into Philadelphia Live. Team Brazil, Team Haiti. That match is getting underway right now as we speak. Still, no one has scored. It's anyone's game. Meanwhile, remember that we started off today with a big win from Team USA. It was 2-0. Now, I want to show you step by step. We had the first and the second time the team scored, and then we also have the time where they actually they won the game when fans went crazy. Let's see, are we able to show them one by one? Yeah. All right, let's start with the first time Team USA scored. Check the 7 p.m. for the first goal. Okay, give us 1 second, you guys. Here we go. All right, the first time Team USA scored, here's how the fans reacted. Okay, this one was at FIFA Fan Fest right here in Philadelphia. As you can see, everybody went crazy. You can see the red and blue. Of course, this game was being played in Seattle, so just to see this many people come out for us here in Philadelphia was absolutely insane. This is the media box where you get to see like a bird's eye view of everything going on. Then we've got the second time Team USA scored.
After picture review, the goal scorer was not in offside position.
All right, this one happened on our Jason Martinez's watch as they chant Team USA. Like, these guys were super pumped. I think this is when they had a feeling that we were gonna, take it, but we weren't quite sure just yet. Now, here's the moment we found out Team USA beat Australia.
And that's it! There we go! That's it! It's over! It's over! It's over! Yeah! USA! This place is going nuts. The United States wins it 2-0. They have shut out Australia. They are advancing. And these crowds.
2-0, shutting them out, advancing on to a knockout stage. It's the place to be. You see just how packed it was? This was in the bar, this was outside the bar. Like, just amazing. And we're seeing just as many fans get out there for the Brazil-Haiti game right now. We know people are at FIFA Fan Fest, people are outside the stadium, people are in the parking lot. Like, it's crazy wherever you go. And we love to see it. But getting back into Team USA, right after the match, a couple of your favorite players actually lined up to talk to the media about the big win. Here's what was going through their heads literally minutes after they got off the pitch.
Alex, a huge result. Firstly, just give me your reaction. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel like we got a clean sheet. We got our win. I feel like for us, that's two things that we're going to go. And we had a great performance as well, I think, as a team. And we're going to be very happy with this result. And I think for us, it's how can we go on to the next and keep consistent and hopefully get a win next Thursday.
Your goal, the VAR drama, talk us through it in detail.
Yeah, I think for me, obviously I got the ball in the net, and then I got disallowed, and I just switched back to go on defense, and the VAR was very, very long. I think it made me very anxious, and I think, me and my teammates were kind of waiting to see, if the goal was allowed, and when it was eventually allowed, I think you just saw the emotion and the kind of support from my teammates to come celebrate with me, and kind of the emotional thing we all have together, as a bond, and I feel like for us, it's so amazing to kind of have that reaction to me scoring our first goal.
2 years ago, you were playing in the Orlando City Reserves. You're now a World Cup goal scorer. How does that feel?
I think for me, it just tells you, how quick stuff can change, right? To not doubt yourself. Even though, 2 years I was just in next pro, now I'm here. I think that shows you that you can never give up and keep pushing, right? You never know what chance you're going to get and how can you go and make stuff happen. You don't know when the chance is going to come again, and just make sure you take every chance 100% and be happy with how you do it.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Nice one, mate. Following congratulations, another player of the match. Is there a popular bar in your hometown where people might have gathered to watch the match? Could you describe for me what's probably happening there right now?
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably going crazy. I'm sure there's lots of local places I went, when I was younger, and I'm sure, they're so proud supporting, and everyone back home's going to be cheering.
Who in your life are you excited to tell that you won this trophy for a second time?
I think just everyone, my friends, my family, I think just everyone. I can't single out someone in particular, but I'm just happy for the win. That's the most important thing.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, we'll put a quick pause on that. There are a lot more players that I want to get you out to, but keep in mind, this is Philadelphia Live, where we talk to you about news happening a little bit of everywhere. It's not all about sports. We will get back to the FIFA World Cup in just a second, but I also want to remind you guys that the Obama Presidential Center officially opened to the public today. A lot of people got out there having a good time. You could take a look at what the campus looks like. This place is absolutely huge. Yesterday they had this star-studded ceremony. We got to see Common. Who else did we see? John Legend. Christina Aguilera she sang the house down. Jennifer Hudson was out there. Stevie Wonder was out there. And then of course the Obamas and a couple of our other former presidents like the Clintons, they were out there. The Bidens, they were out there. A lot of people there to have a good time. We even saw former Vice President Kamala Harris attending as well. Now, the whole purpose of this, it kind of goes into the history of his presidency. He was our first Black president of the United States. It goes into his time, how he got to his position, what he's been doing since. There are a couple of different installations that you can check out, like an actual basketball court on the inside. There's a library. There is a gift shop. And that's where our next story comes from. So one of our anchors, Shiva Russell, you know her, you love her. She actually found a guy, a local business owner, who's setting up shop in the Presidential Center. So here's what he's got on the shelves.
We got the Betsy Ross house one that we did. This design is super cool.
From Philly's Betsy Ross house to the Franklin Institute to hip-hop legend Jay-Z, and now the Obama Presidential Center Museum in Chicago.
Water is the body's most important supplement.
Jarius Morris's supplement insulated water bottles are selling like hotcakes.
It's dope, man. We grew.
And hydrating the masses.
They went back and forth with this thing for the longest, but I think it came out pretty cool.
The new Hope water bottle features several symbols, bringing to life the basketball court, community garden, and public library on the Presidential Center campus.
We all know the president. He loved basketball, so they had his jersey, of course, the 44 on there.
Next to the bottles on the store shelf, Morris's picture is featured on an artisan spotlight sign. This is where visitors find out that Supplement is Black-owned and based in Philadelphia.
This is where we started at, with just straight regular lid bottles.
Morris diving into the business around 2018 after discovering no one in his circles owned any insulated water bottles.
I never heard of insulated bottles. The reason why I never heard of them is because they weren't marketing specifically like to my demographic. All the big companies, it's all the same. Hiking, fishing, surfing, strictly outdoor things. People that commute to work, that go outside, play basketball or rap in the studio or anything like that, they deserve to have a bottle that keeps their stuff cold too.
Determined to grab the attention of urban culture and promote water consumption, Morris knew the design would be key.
Started off with like the sneaker rubber boot, so this is like the replica of a Jordan 1 or Air Force 1. And then our logo is the Blocks logo, so this represents like the city streets that we all grew up on, that kind of like brings us all together. And then we wanted to put like that gritty texture, so it's like a concrete texture, which represents like also the streets, basketball, and then the shoestring carrying.
Years into the biz now, and Morris often reflects on his own childhood in South Philly, where water was often missing. He's a husband and father now, and bent on making a change.
I grew up 19th and Carpenter in South Philly. You kind of raised on corner stores, and it's pretty much like, Hugs, Juicies, candy, chips, stuff like that. I can't recall one time somebody was like, yo, like drink water. I just felt like creating a movement, even if it's just behind a water bottle, I could really kind of change the trajectory of like a generation.
Love it. Again, Shiva Russell here from Fox 29. Got to interview him. So you got to see a little bit of merchandise. If you guys want it, you could buy online, but also check out the Obama Presidential Center. It's now open in Chicago. pretty cool things for you guys to get out and do and see the rest of the United States. And I did remind you all that yes, we are keeping our eyes on FIFA World Cup. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about trending stories. We're going to get into the score. Who do you guys think is going to take over? And then I want to let you listen in to interviews from a couple of other players right after Team USA beat Australia. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back into Philadelphia Live. I want to look at all things trending. What is everybody reading right now? What everybody is watching? What are you guys talking about on social media? So, brought in our resident expert, Jake Leonard. Jake, what are people talking about?
Okay, I know I'm beating this dead horse, but I have to bring it up again.
Mm-hmm.
More Taylor Swift wedding news again.
Okay.
In my eyes,
We'll
every time there's a TMZ exclusive, another article, I feel like it's fair game.
Okay.
So yesterday I kind of teased that, even though the wedding is happening in New York, there's theories that there might still be something going on in Rhode Island.
Yes.
Okay. So,
what'd you find?
Okay, so there's an article that came out today, but it includes this picture from 2 days ago. It looks like that, I know it's a stretch, it looks like that might be Taylor
That's
up
our
there
girl.
on the left. Yeah. And it basically also, there's pictures of tents floating around and people are coming in and out of her Rhode Island house. Basically, long story short, it seems like wedding rehearsals, which it does make sense, that obviously she doesn't want the rehearsal to be, in the spotlight. All eyes are on New York. People are kind of forgetting about Rhode Island. Obviously not TMZ. TMZ is still on it.
TMZ is never going to forget.
No, TMZ is never going to forget. But people are coming in and out of the house. Like her childhood best friend was spotted. Maybe Selena Gomez was spotted. It seems like people who are assumed to be in the wedding party. So, I don't know. It's looking a lot like things are really happening, So.
Yeah, I mean, I know not just we're excited, of course, Swifties all over the planet are also excited. And if this all is true, Rhode Island is very, very small.
Yes.
Do you think people would try to
Yeah.
Well, for her, yeah.
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 I mean, it's like when you're a star as big as Taylor,
Yeah, what is privacy?
Exactly. But I mean, it's cool. Like this picture, it's really a stretch, but it kind of confirms everything that we've been talking about. So we've been talking about it. I just had to kind of close the loop for now and bring this to you guys.
Okay, we'll keep our
Very
eyes
exciting.
on Rhode Island and see what Miss Tay Tay is doing out there.
Yes.
Other big things that are going on. FIFA World Cup is one of them.
Yes.
Is there any other news that you've been tracking?
Honestly, it is so much FIFA stuff. I'm calling it FIFA fever. You know, like
We've
they're
all got it.
if you're looking at like the top trends, it's where's the match happening? You know, what time? The different players, some history about Brazil, some history about Haiti. So it's really interesting. Also, there is like some traffic from, you know, maybe the Brazilian fans or the Haiti fans like looking up recommendations, what's good to eat.
So
you know,
far,
the
right
places
outside
to
the
see.
stadium
Yeah.
seems pretty decent though. Like traffic is moving, thankfully. 'Cause it could be a whole lot worse. But then again, everybody's inside the stadium right now. So what is it going to be like?
It's going to be bad
at around
after.
10? Yikes. We don't want to be out there. Maybe that's like our way to feel a little bit better about missing all the...
Great, yeah. We won't have to worry about the traffic.
Yeah. Okay, but back to the game though, because I know that's why a lot of you guys are here with us. We have been asking everybody, who do you think is going to win tonight? I wanted you to drop flags in our chat, but we've also got a poll that you can vote in. So, where are we at right now?
Brazil in the lead, 75%. Haiti, 25%. But, you know, the numbers have been changing a little bit. Brazil obviously has a really, really strong fan base. I mean, so does Haiti, but Brazil is just completely dominating the city.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. It's been interesting seeing all the footage that we've gotten from people who are at tailgates, from people getting into the stadium itself. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Brazil flags, but don't get it twisted. Haiti's out here too. We're seeing a lot of their flags as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're really excited to get out here into the city of brotherly love too. And I can imagine they are probably going crazy at home watching the game.
Yes. I mean, I just love that, you know, like tonight we've done so many stories about all the celebrations, and it really is like so many people are celebrating in different ways. You know, we have like the people out at the bars, out at stateside, some people are at the actual game, but then we also, you know, have the thing from Drew where it's like the family's gonna be poolside, relaxing. I know some people are gonna be at home. Like it really is like one of those events, almost like it's on a much wider scale, but it is almost reminding me of like the way that people watch like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has their own way. So it is really cool, but you know, because no matter how you're watching, it's something that everyone is like tuned into, and it's like bringing all of us together. So I just think it's a really cool thing.
All right, we are going to keep our eyes on everything that's going on out there. I promised you all that we would also listen in to more of those interviews from some of Team USA's favorite players right after they found out they won against Australia. Take a listen.
Alex, a huge result. Firstly, just give me your reaction. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel like we got a clean sheet. We got a win. I feel like for us, that's two things that we're going to go. And we had a great performance as well, I think, as a team. And we're going to be very happy with this result. And I think for us, it's how can we go on to the next and keep consistent and hopefully get a win next Thursday.
Your goal, the VAR drama, talk us through it in detail.
Yeah, I think for me, you know, obviously I got the ball in the net, and then I got disallowed, and I just switched back to go on defense, and the VAR was very, very long. I think it made me very anxious, and I think, you know, me and my teammates were kind of waiting to see, you know, if the goal was get allowed, and when it was eventually allowed, I think you just saw the emotion and the kind of support from my teammates to come celebrate with me, and kind of the emotional thing we all have together, you know, as a bond. And I feel like for us, that's it's so amazing to kind of have that reaction to me scoring our first goal.
2 years ago, you were playing in the Orlando City Reserves. You're now a World Cup goal scorer. How does that feel?
I think for me, it just tells you, you know, how quick stuff can change, right? To not doubt yourself. You know, even though, you know, 2 years I was obviously in next pro, now I'm here. I think that shows you that you can never give up and keep pushing, right? You never know what chance you're going to get and how can you go and make stuff happen. You know, you don't know when the chance is going to come again, and just make sure you take every chance 100% and be happy with how you do it.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, it was an extremely tough game, you know, very physical, as you said. A lot of challenges. I think the ref done his best to try and contain it, but yeah, as you can see, you know, this is a World Cup, so, you know, it's expected for the passion to sometimes spill over, but I think we kept our cool, and, you know, it was a really professional performance from us. To be honest, I found out today, this morning. You know, CP is a fantastic player. You know, the quality and the leadership he gives us. You know, we didn't have him today, but I think you saw we're still capable to go out there and, you know, get a result and put in a performance. Yeah, you know, I'm confident. You know, 2 games in the World Cup. You know, the fans are helping us to be confident as well, not just me, but the whole team. And yeah, you know, I'm delighted and I'm looking forward to each game. You know, just playing in front of the fans. Special, so special. You know, it's tough to put it into words. You know, the national anthem, and then you're seeing, you know, the helicopters go above. You know, it's extremely special. You know, and it just gives us that, not that we need it, but it gives us that last bit of motivation before we go out there to just go out there and really, you know, go crazy. To be honest. Yeah, you know, the ball just got played into the channel from Jedi, and you know, just I want to be dangerous. I want to create opportunities, and it might not always be myself that scores, but you know, if I can force an error, you know, that gives us the lead, then for me it's like a goal as well. So it was a special start to the game to give us, you know, the momentum, and then I think we carried it out. Something like that. No, I don't, to be honest. You know, for me, you know, growing up, history is always the winners are remembered. You know, I'm aware. You know, the country's supporting us, and the country's, you know, proud of us in each game. You know, we are doing things, but for me, you know, I'm just focused on the prize.
When you were told that can you take us through what the plan was for you and Pepe to start together, how you wanted it to work?
Yeah, the coach, you know, he gave us, to be honest, he's always given us different ideas, you know, to attack. So to play with Pepe today wasn't a shock. It wasn't, you know, like a plan B because CP was out. You know, it didn't feel like that to me. It just felt like another solution to win the game. And also Australia play with a back 5, so, you know, 2 strikers to occupy centre backs is also a good idea. So, you know, I think that's credit to the boss, and you can see today, you know, it worked. You know, if someone said before the tournament, you know, 2 games and you'd be through to the knockouts, I think we all would have took it. So, you know, we're delighted.
What's the vibe of this team? Obviously, you're confident.
Yeah, you know, after the game, I came straight to do the interviews and stuff. So I haven't actually been into the dressing room yet. But you know, I'm sure everybody's happy. But, you know, I think the next focus for me is just the Turkey game. Whether we're through or not, to me, it doesn't matter. You know, we have to go out there and put in another performance. Yeah, I think, you know, we're a family, you know, we're brothers, and everyone's so happy, you know, when we score, you know, for each other. You know, and I think you saw that today. I think Freeman had to wait a little bit just for the VAR, but, you know, once we got the green light, you know, everybody was so happy for him. I think he's got a fantastic future. You know, he's a very humble kid, very down to earth, and you know, I think as long as he continues to develop, you know, and he's able to show he's doing it on the biggest stage, I think he's going to have a bright future. The trophy? Yeah, for sure. You know. Yeah. It's at the hotel. Thank you, guys.
Weston, huge congratulations. You have 1 foot into the next round. Give us your assessment of the match.
I think the match went the way that we expected it to go. I mean, Australia is a team that has pace, they have physicality, but I think we're a team that can show that we can do it all, that we can do both. We can play the physical game because we have guys on the field that are ready to step up for that, and we have guys with quality that can also play possession-based football. So, yeah, the game went as expected. They put up a fight, and obviously you saw there was a lot of yellow cards in the game, but that's football, and that's why we played this game, and we're happy with the result.
The last time the US won back-to-back World Cup games was in 1930, and in that tournament they went to the semi-finals. How far can you go?
It's hard to say. We want to go as far as we can. I think the main goal of this tournament for us is to play every match and to leave no regrets. I think if we can do that, that means we gave it all we had, and I believe that if we do give everything, that we can make it far. So we have the next game ahead of us against Turkey. We're not going to take that one lightly either, because we want to, convincingly win, and we want to be top of the group and try and make our path somewhat, I guess, easier. Not really, but yeah, I think we can do big things.
Finally, a word for the fans, because the support was electric tonight.
Oh, the fans were amazing. I said earlier, I'm not really a morning guy, and it really woke me up hearing everyone sing the national anthem, and it just makes you proud to be from this country, and in my opinion, the greatest country in the world. And I think a lot of people, Europeans that are coming over and visiting for the first time and seeing, why we love this country so much and experiencing it firsthand, I think they're getting a little taste of it and liking the country versus, what's always said on social media. So, yeah, the fans were amazing, and Seattle was amazing.
Thank you. Congrats again.
Cheers.
All right, you guys, you got to hear from your favorite team members on Team USA. Again, we beat Australia. It's a big deal. But I'm seeing also a live shot from our sister station, Fox 5 New York. They've got a live look at an amusement park ride that got stuck. Talk about a nightmare. This is happening in Farmingdale, New York. Again, thanks to Fox 5 New York, we've got this live video for you all. It's happening right now as we speak. The rescue is underway. It looks like a couple of people may either the ride wasn't fully settled before everybody got on. What I mean by that is not every single seat was taken, or maybe they've already gotten some people free. We're coming into this in the middle of it, and it looks like I can't tell if that person is freaking out or if they're just having a good time. You know what I mean? But still, like I said, this rescue is underway. You can see they've got the buckets up for the fire department. They've got their lights going, taking this very seriously, trying to move slowly but surely and carefully to make sure they free everyone so that no one is hurt and this doesn't end up being a tragic story. But again, this is happening in Farmingdale, New York. I'm gonna see how much more information I can get for you guys, because I was really interested when I took a look over and saw one of our live cameras just happened to be yet another amusement park ride. A couple of weeks ago, maybe you guys were streaming with me, we saw that there had been a roller coaster that got stuck like right before the big drop, and they took a really long time to get everyone down from that as well. You can imagine how scary it must have been. Like I said, this is probably a nightmare for a lot of people. It's like Final Destination kind of stuff that you see and hear about. You never want it to be you, but here it is, folks, right here, happening right now. This is Adventureland Wave Twister. That's the name of the ride. It's in East Farmingdale, New York. Again, firefighters are working to rescue those people one by one. We had a live image. It was zoomed in a little while before, so you could see each individual passenger on this particular ride. It looks like either the ride wasn't full when it began, and maybe that's why each seat is not full, or maybe some people have been rescued already. But again, we know that they were stuck on their seats. I hear, wow, from Fox 5 New York, we're actually getting word that they've been stuck for several hours. That is a twist. I just saw this about 5 minutes ago, wanted to hurry up and get it out to you all. I didn't realize how long they've been stuck in this position. And now that goes back to what I was saying before. I was wondering if it looked like a child or a teenager who seemed like they were kind of freaking out. I wasn't sure if they were freaking out or just playing around. After several hours, I would assume it may be a freak out. Okay, so you can see the firefighters on the very top. It looks like there are 3 of them in the bucket, and they're working to get to each person. Let's see what other information I can get for you all here. Again, the ride that they're on is called Adventureland Wave Twister. And the park that they're at is just called Adventureland. It's in East Farmingdale, New York, and it's actually been in operation since 1962. It's really popular for kids. A lot of people go there for school trips, for family vacations. It's on Long Island. There are more than 30 rides, including 3 roller coasters, 2 water rides, and this wave twister that you see right there is one of those rides. It's interesting too, I'm seeing just a couple of weeks ago they debuted this ride. It's the first of its kind, and I'm wondering how that's going to blow over with the owners, because if this was a new ride and now we're seeing that it's already gotten stuck, that's not exactly the best press that you want for your park. But that seems to be the situation unfolding in East Farmingdale. We'll check back in on this situation. Like I say, it sounds like they've already been up there for several hours. We'll see how much longer it takes to get those kids down. But we're also keeping our eyes on everything that's happening with the FIFA World Cup. You guys got to see while you were listening in to some of your favorite players from Team USA that they actually already scored from Brazil, and they actually just scored again. I'm seeing it on the screen. I'm waiting until the score actually. We'll watch together. We're gonna watch the moment that score goes from 1 for Brazil to 2. It's so crazy to think about the way that things are delayed from TV to TV. That is so crazy. While we're waiting, we do have our Breland Moore from the sports team watching with us as well. Breland, I think you're probably waiting to see this happen too. I just saw it happen on the broadcast television side of things. I'm waiting for Google to, there we go, +1. All right, Breland, let's talk about it. A lot of people probably saw this coming. We got a long game to go. 2 already, and we're only, how many minutes in? Is it, let's say 36 minutes in?
It's the 37th minute right now. So yeah, I mean, you and I talked about this in our previous conversations this evening. This is a little bit of a lopsided match. I don't know if I want to call it David and Goliath, but I mean, Brazil has won the most World Cups out of any nation in history. Now, granted, they did have a lackluster result in their first match. They had a draw in their first competition here, but Haiti hasn't been in the World Cup, period, since 1974. They're just kind of one of those nations that qualifying is the goal, qualifying is the win. And so just to be able to be represented here is an honor in and of itself. So we knew coming in, especially after that initial result, Brazil needed to show up, and they sure are doing that. This is nothing surprising, I don't think, to anybody who is aware and understands kind of what the product should be. The only reason why this would be a shock is if for some reason Brazil still played very disjointed and we had a 0-0 result going into the half, but that's obviously not the case. This is going just the way everyone predicted and the way that it should be in terms of the talent level on both sides.
Got you. And I mean, okay, let's be fair too, or at least let me be fair. While we're looking at this matchup, let's not compare them to Brazil, but just how are they playing as a team? After watching a couple of different soccer matches, just how is Haiti playing as a team?
I mean, just to be here is an honor. Like I said, just to be able to qualify. There are some very, very solid teams around the world that did not even qualify for this World Cup. I mean, Italy, Denmark. They're not here right now. They didn't qualify. Those are your more historical European heavyweights, and especially Italy. And to not even have them here in the World Cup, I mean, that speaks to the testament of what the talent level for Haiti is. But like I said, this is going the way that we expected it to go. And once we hit the knockout round, we'll start seeing a little bit more of the field be what we probably expected it to be. The United States actually is probably one of the teams, ironically, that has surprised a lot of people and surpassed expectations because of the way that things have gone. But this match here is going, I think, exactly as expected.
Got you. I mean, that's fair to say too. We're going to keep our eyes on everything that's happening out there. Before I let you go, is there any other part of this that maybe we're not seeing because we can't watch the game ourselves? Is there anything that we're missing out on?
No,
All right.
just, yeah.
We got it. Yep. All right. Thank you so much, Breland.
Yeah.
I had to ask. Hey, I have to ask. You know, as the game goes on, I'm not able to constantly watch it, so there may be some moments I don't catch. I'm so happy that I was able to catch that particular goal, though. I'm going to try my best to keep you guys updated on everything that's happening. When there is a score on either side, I'm going to try to get it out to you as soon as possible. If I have to ask a producer, if I have to ask our sports team, I will do it and make sure you guys have the latest news, especially because I know that this is something that everybody is interested in, whether you're actually watching or you just want to see the highlights, you just want to see the commentary. I'm going to try to bring it all for you guys. Now, I kept asking, where's Haiti? You know, where are the fans at? Because we keep showing you guys all the Brazil flags, all the Brazilian fans out and about. Well, apparently they were here. There's a post right now from FWC 26 Philly showing all the different Haitian fans getting out there. You've got their flags, they've got their colors, they've got speakers. I love to see it. Yeah, it looks like they're just out and about all together, making sure everybody knows that they love their country, they love their island, and they are here. They are here, Philadelphia. So it's not just, what are they calling it, Philly de Janeiro or Brasiladelphia. Haiti's got a stake in the game too. So as I mentioned, the score is now 2-0, unfortunately, for Haitian fans, but 2-0, Brazil's in the lead. We are a little over half an hour into the match. We still got about 60 minutes or so left, a little less than 60 minutes. So we'll be checking in briefly throughout the show just to show you guys what's going on with the score. Again, if anybody else does anything spectacular, I'll try to get it out to you. But we're also keeping our eyes on that situation that I told you about where that amusement park ride was stuck, and oh wow, okay. So even though I think it looks like those people are still up there stuck, and a couple of different firefighters are up there trying to get them down, we don't have the shot anymore to show you guys the live situation, but don't worry, we got a lot more news that we can get on out to you all. I know a lot of people, you guys are interested in your weather forecast, also what's going on with the White House. I could talk to you about this deal with Iran. I don't know if you heard, but apparently peace talks have been paused, and that wasn't really great for our market. We experienced like a great rebound when President Donald Trump announced that he had actually signed the deal in Switzerland, or not Switzerland, excuse me, in at the Palace of Versailles when he was at the G7 summit. And that was really exciting for investors. The very next morning when the markets opened, it was like, we're back at it. This is exactly where we want to be. We're seeing gas prices start coming down. Hopefully soon we'll see inflation coming down. We'll see maybe grocery store prices getting a little better. It sounded like really good. And then now we've got the news that the peace talks have been stalled, and I'm seeing that the market is starting to go back in the opposite direction. So tumultuous time if you've got some money in the game, but everybody knows this is when you sit on your hands, you wait and see what's going to happen, because the next day it could be something completely different. It's volatile right now, but that doesn't mean it will be that way always. We'll be talking to you a little bit more about the situation between the U.S. and Iran. I'll get you your weather forecast, and then we'll get right back into all things FIFA World Cup. This is Philadelphia Live. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to Philadelphia Live. I want to give a quick shout out to our producers who are working here tonight for Fox 29 Philadelphia. They saw that we were giving you guys an update on what's going on out there at Adventureland in East Farmingdale, New York, and they were actually able to give me a couple of details to share with you. So here's what we know so far. Adventureland is out on Long Island. East Farmingdale, New York is the exact place, but if you were trying to pinpoint it in the large state that is New York, Long Island is the place you want to look at. It is extremely popular. As I mentioned, kids get out there, their families. It's a popular place to bring the kids on a field trip for school. A really well-known place, especially because it's summer. A lot of kids want to get on out there. Well, we're hearing that one Fox 5 New York reporter said that she had been out there with her daughter. What she's going through, she detailed it for us all. This happened right around the time that the park was closing at, they're saying 8 o'clock. It looks like 9:19 is the time that we're at now. It's just interesting because Fox 5 New York also said that some of those people were stuck on that ride for several hours. So I'm not quite sure if that's just when this reporter noticed it was happening or if we've got some mixed messaging here. But we also know that these riders are about 75 feet off the ground, so they're extremely high in the air. Mostly children are on this ride. When I said I wasn't quite sure whether they were freaking out or whether they're screwing around, but then I heard how long they had been on the ride, we've gotten it confirmed that these kids are screaming. They're screaming for their parents because they were afraid. And of course, the firefighters have been trying to rescue each person one by one. So that was the scene that we had for you guys earlier. Now, with that in mind, we'll try to get you guys some updates if we can from Fox 5 New York, from our team here at Fox 29 Philadelphia. And I just am really grateful for everybody stepping in to try to get us all updated on what's happening. We're gonna keep our eyes on the FIFA World Cup too. But I also want to get you guys a look at your weather forecast so those of our viewers who are joining us from the Philadelphia, South Jersey, Delaware area, we're joined now by one of our meteorologists to give us a look at what's going on tonight. Hey, Scott.
Hey there, Judea. I mean, picture perfect conditions here on this Friday. It really has been a Chamber of Commerce day. Temperatures are still at 80 degrees right now for Philadelphia. Low humidity as we take a live look there in South Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Stadium. And of course, we're looking at the dew points. We talk about that measure of moisture in the atmosphere. Anytime dew points are above 60, it feels muggy, it feels kind of tropical. But I mean, look at this. We have dew points in the 40s. So that just kind of tells you the air mass that is moving in. We have those winds out of the west-northwest. It's been a little breezy over the past couple of days, but that's been ushering in those winds of change. Ultimate Doppler is showing dry conditions out there as well. So, I mean, this weekend is really going to be kind of a carbon copy of what we got today across the area. So temperatures are really pleasant, whether you're in the city or down the shore. And I mean, take a look at this right here. We're in Wildwood. This is a live look. You can see folks are on the stage. I think that might be Shabuzi. And we're talking about the Country Music Fest, the Barefoot Country Music Fest taking place in Wildwood. Really great weather for this weekend there. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. For Saturday, 82 degrees, 81 on Sunday. It does become stormy as we get towards your Monday, some scattered showers and some thunderstorms out there. Those temperatures, once again, 80 in Philadelphia. It's already 60 in the Poconos, 73 in Exton, 76 in Atlantic City. Cape May reporting 75 degrees. So low temperatures for tonight for most locations, dipping into the low 60s. We'll go 67 for Philadelphia, and temperatures for your Saturday are going to be climbing into the low to mid 80s. Really comfortable out there. A pretty seasonable day. We're looking at 86 for Philadelphia, low to mid 80s as you get into South Jersey as well as for Delaware. So we're dry for the weekend. So backyard barbecues, hanging out for Father's Day. It looks good for Saturday, for Sunday. It's really Monday. We're timing a storm system that will bring some clouds, some rounds of showers. The track's still a little uncertain, but most computer models saying we could get 1 to 2 inches of rainfall out of this. And it looks like Monday morning showers will be moving in. The bulk of the steady rainfall for the afternoon. And yes, some models are still saying we could have some rainfall into Monday night. So, of course, we have the World Cup game in Philadelphia on Monday. We're going to be timing this storm system out because we could see inconvenient weather for most of the day from start to finish, looking kind of damp, looking dreary, of course, as we watch those computer models. So here's one representation of the potential rainfall totals. The dark green that you see, that would be 2 inches of rainfall. So once again, some locations could get locally higher than that, but it looks like ballpark figure, we're talking 1 to 2 inches of rainfall during the balance of the day on Monday. So if you're making plans, just kind of keep that in mind, that this nice weather that we're seeing right now is not going to stick around for early next week. As we look at that 7-day forecast, beautiful weather for the weekend, Citizens Bank Park, the Phillies game Saturday and Sunday. Summer officially arrived Sunday morning, and we're looking pretty good, but you can see the hiccup in the forecast for early next week. The clouds, the showers around, rounds of rainfall. There could be some embedded thunderstorms, some of which could turn severe depending on the track of that system. If it tracks farther north, we're looking at that severe weather threat more around Philadelphia to South Jersey and Delaware. And then the heaviest axis of rainfall would then end up being north and west of Philadelphia. But drying and clearing Tuesday, low 80s, back to the upper 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and it looks like another storm chance kind of back into the forecast Thursday and Friday of next week. So that 10-day temperature trend does show pretty seasonable temperatures for most of next week, other than that cool start early in the week. And then take a look at Monday the 29th. We could be back to 90 degrees. So this week we had that 1 day of temperatures in the 90s, but other than that, we're not looking at any heat waves. Just kind of more consistency in terms of those temperatures, but some of those rainfall chances are really watching Monday, and then it looks like Thursday and Friday of next week we could have some scattered showers and some thunderstorms. But I mean, this is kind of like that weather you just want to bottle up and save for a rainy day. So we were talking about the humidity and how it really has come down throughout the day today. So I just stepped outdoors about 30 minutes ago, and it is just pleasant outdoors. So I mean, just a really nice Friday night. Folks are in a really good mood, Judea.
They are indeed. When you said what you said about the weather, I thought about a pocket full of sunshine. You know how people say that, and there's a song about that. Like, this is one of those days. This is the day that's a pocket full of sunshine.
Yeah. And then pull it out on a rainy day.
Sprinkle it and say, all right, rain, rain, go away, come again another day.
Yeah.
Scott, thank you so much for giving us our forecast, keeping us up to date on everything that's going on. Obviously, this is a great weekend for people to get out. There are so many events. Shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to you as well. Happy early Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are
and
very,
happy
very
Father's
welcome.
Day to all the dads, father figures, godfathers, stepfathers, everything. So, yep.
And you know what? The men too that stepped in, the stepdads too. We'd love to see them. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I want to get you back out to a couple of big things that are happening. Keep in mind, we're bringing you guys a live report about this amusement park ride that apparently had gotten stuck, and there are kids on there. We're hearing that the kids were screaming for their parents. Fox 5 New York actually put a video out on Instagram. I want you guys to take a look at it. All right, here it is right here. You could see the firefighters working to try to free each of those children one by one, but it looks like it's been a couple of hours now. I want to correct the record. We've gotten it confirmed. Officials got this call at around 7:30, which is really close to the time that Adventureland actually closes. And it is now 9:27, or almost 9:30. The kids are still stuck up there. However, as we could see a couple of minutes ago, those firefighters are working as quickly as they can. This is just a very delicate situation. You obviously don't want to release the bars on every single one of those seats. You've got to do this carefully. You've got to do it methodically. Our Fox 5 New York has been on the story. As soon as we get more information from them, I'll be able to share it with you all. But just a couple of more details about this particular ride in general. This is the Adventureland Twister, I believe it is called. And it is a fairly new ride. I saw just a couple of weeks ago, there were articles talking about how it finally made its debut, that it was a one of its kind ride. A lot of people excited to get out there. And then a couple of weeks later, we see this happen. So it's not quite clear yet what caused it to stop. Clearly a malfunction, but not quite sure on what part. Could it be that the technology here, the machinery malfunctioned? Was it user error? We don't know that just yet. These are things that are going to have to be investigated before they come out. Police are going to have to look into this. Of course, the ride manufacturers are also going to be looking into this. Just a very interesting but traumatizing situation as well. As I mentioned, there are mostly children on this ride. We're hearing that they are screaming for their parents. They've been up there now for almost 2 hours, and we're hoping that they get down quickly, but that is the situation that we have right now. They're about 75 feet up off the ground. We're going to keep you guys updated on all things that are going with the FIFA World Cup. A couple of minutes ago, I saw that there was another score on the board, that Brazil was now up 3. Haiti unfortunately hasn't put anything on the board just yet, but it's only halftime. You know, they still got another half to go. And as we've been talking to our sports team, Breland Moore has said over and over again that just to be here, to be honest, is enough. They've proven themselves just to get to this point. It has been decades since Haiti has gotten to face anyone in the FIFA World Cup. So to face a team like Brazil, to have all of the world's eyeballs on them right now, I mean, really, all they got to do is come out there and just play with heart. And their fans, their fan base is going to go crazy for them. The rest of the world is going to have more respect for them. But we're really interested in seeing how everything shakes up after halftime. So I'll try to get you guys some more live reporting on everything that's going on. Keep in mind, this is a live interactive news chat. When I was talking about that roller coaster ride, that twister ride at the Adventureland, people were commenting. We've got baby girl Anna saying, "Oh, that's scary." Another person was like, "Whoa." A couple of other comments coming into. A lot of people are still concerned about the FIFA World Cup, and I understand that. We've got a lot of flags in the chat, mostly Brazil flags, but Team Haiti is out there repping as well. We'll keep you guys updated on everything that's happening. And remember, I did tell you that I wanted to dive a little deeper into the situation between the U.S. and Iran. You know, what's going on with the deal. President Donald Trump says it's been signed. He says it is well underway, but we're also hearing that peace talks where Vice President J.D. Vance was supposed to head to Switzerland, those have been paused. So what's the latest? We'll get into it when we come back. Welcome back into Philadelphia Live. I want to give you a live look out at Wildwood, New Jersey. Our meteorologist got us all hyped up for this. Shabuzi just left the stage, you guys, but that means he's making room for Kelsey Ballerini, who is the headliner for tonight. Now, tomorrow, if you've got tickets and you want to get out there, the Frey's performing, Tucker Wetmore's performing, and their headliner is Post Malone. And then on Sunday, still a lot more heavy hitters. You can see Eric Church perform late on Sunday night if that's what you want to get into. A lot of stuff happening, not just in the Philadelphia area. Obviously, the whole tri-state up here is popping. I love to see it. But also keep in mind, we're keeping our eyes on everything FIFA World Cup too, right here in our neck of the woods. At last check, Brazil was up 3. Haiti hadn't put anything on the scoreboard yet. They are in their halftime, so they've got some time to, hit the locker room, chat, maybe get their head in the game, come back out and perform. But again, a lot of people are just excited to see their team on the pitch at all here in the U.S. playing in the FIFA World Cup, because it's been decades since they've gotten an opportunity to do that. Now, I want to keep you all updated on everything that's going on with the White House. Let's take a live look out in Washington, D.C. It's beautiful out there, but something that's not so beautiful I'm hearing is the reflecting pool. There's some local reports from media outlets out there in Washington, D.C. claiming that the brand new blue paint under the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool is starting to peel off. And of course, we've heard reports of algae turning the water green. You can actually see some of the algae in this photo that came from Getty Images. And of course, the nearly $15 million project to clean up the landmark and paint it American flag blue is also something in play here. People say we paid a lot of money for it to look like this so soon after. It's only been a couple of weeks. Well, the Trump administration is holding fast to its claims that the water is actually crystal clear and that it's got some nano bubbler technology within it that's killing the algae. So we'll see as time goes ahead. They haven't responded yet about the peeling paint, if that's a thing or not, or what they say their rebuttal to that is. Meanwhile, Vice President J.D. Vance has delayed a trip to Switzerland to lead new U.S. talks with Iran on its nuclear program. A lot of people are looking into that because it seemed like we were moving in the right direction. President Donald Trump had said he virtually or remotely signed the deal between U.S. and Iran while he was out at the G7 summit in France. And meanwhile, Vice President J.D. Vance on Thursday night said that he was delaying his trip to Switzerland. He had been told that he was going to go there for a new round of negotiations with Iran over its nuclear program, and that has raised some questions about what's next for this agreement that we've got going to end the war. We know the Strait of Hormuz has actually already been reopened, which is a great sign for people trying to get their oil all around the world. The team that is led by the vice president was ready to leave, but again, they are postponing the visit, according to the White House. They say that there are difficult logistics for negotiations. So really interesting there. Also, Vice President J.D. Vance was initially personally skeptical of the U.S. going to war with Iran. He's, however, become increasingly the administration's face of the conflict. He's been outspoken about defending the deal. Yesterday, he held the White House press briefing in place of Caroline Leavitt, and he briefed the media on what he knew about the deal as it stood yesterday. Take a listen.
12.5 million barrels of oil went through the Strait of Hormuz. That is a high since the beginning of the conflict. Oil prices are down nearly at their level from the pre-war conflict. Gas prices dropped below $4 a gallon today for the first time since the conflict. And importantly, they're going to keep falling further given how low oil prices are. On the military side, the Iranians, for the second night in a row, did not shoot at any ships in the Strait of Hormuz. So far, they are honoring their end of the commitment. And on the blockade, CENTCOM has allowed north of a dozen ships to go through our naval blockade, and so we're also honoring our end of the early part of the agreement. On the military side, a couple of things that are still true and will be true whether the Iranians comply with the rest of the deal or not. Number one, their nuclear program has been completely destroyed. Their capacity for enrichment, the facilities at which they were using to develop enrichment and develop a potential nuclear weapon, those facilities are still destroyed. Their conventional military is still destroyed. Their capacity to threaten their neighbors is still largely gone, and now we see whether they are willing to comply with the next step of the president's peace plan. As you all know, the part of the peace plan, the part of this MOU that I think have been most misrepresented by certain parts of the media is the idea that the Iranians get all these benefits. You will hear things about $300 billion or $24 billion or this or that number of money or amount of money. And the simple fact is that the only way the Iranians get any of those resources, not a single penny, by the way, from the United States of America under any circumstances, but the only way that they would ever get any benefit of the bargain is if they comply fully and change their behavior. And so you really have a win-win situation for the United States of America. If the Iranians don't change their behavior, their military and their nuclear program is still destroyed. If they do change their behavior, then they are going to have a transformative relationship with the Middle East, and the Middle East will have a transformative relationship with the people of Iran. That's a win for the American people and for the President of the United States, regardless of which option the Iranians ultimately choose. We obviously want them to choose the right option. The interesting thing about their system, and I think it's important for the American people to appreciate this point in particular, is that there are real divisions within their country about how exactly to proceed. And what we've seen over the last couple of months is that the pragmatists within the Iranian system, the people who really do want to transform their relationship with the Middle East and with the world, those people are winning the argument. The United States wants those people to win the argument. The United States wants to have a better relationship, but in order for that to happen, the Iranians have to perform. And if they don't perform, as we've said before, they don't get any of the benefits of the bargain. So what I'd ask all of you is just to report honestly that the United States isn't giving up a cent of money to Iran, and even the economic benefits, the sanctions relief and so forth that comes along with this bargain only happens if the Iranians perform. So with that, I want to say thanks to all of you. It's good to be with you this morning, and I'll kick it over to questions. Let's start right over here to the right.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I wanted to ask a follow-up on something you just mentioned. You talked about the possibility of the current Iranian leadership fundamentally changing their behavior. Do you think that the current Iranian leadership recognizes the leverage that the U.S. holds over itself economically and militarily enough to actually go forth with fundamentally changing their behavior over the long term and going about things differently?
So I certainly think they recognize the leverage that the United States has over them. We've seen that in a number of our conversations. We've seen that just in their behavior over the last couple of days. They certainly recognize that the United States has great leverage. Will that ultimately lead to a change in behavior? I don't know. I've seen skeptics of the deal. People say the Iranians will never change their behavior. Well, maybe that's true. And if so, they don't get any of the benefits of the bargain. But isn't it worth trying? Isn't it worth seeing whether this incredibly weakened position that the President of the United States has put the Iranians under, whether that motivates them to change their behavior, not just vis-a-vis the West, but vis-a-vis the Middle East? And one of the interesting things about this is, the technical details of this we can, of course, get into. There are going to be any number of opinions about the negotiation, about where it's ultimately going to go. But I tend to think that you should trust the people who know the Iranians the best and who have the most to lose. What are the Gulf Arab states saying about this deal? What are they saying about this deal compared to the JCPOA in 2015? This is the Obama nuclear deal. Well, back then, they hated that deal. They felt like it empowered the Iranians to be bad actors across the region, and of course, that's exactly what happened. They were right about that. What are they saying about the president's peace deal? They're saying this is an amazingly transformative thing for the region because either way, we and the broader region win. Iran is weakened, their nuclear program destroyed, their economy in desperate straits, and if they change their behavior, big things are going to happen for Iran and for the world. If they don't, no skin off our backs. Either way, we win, and that's the way the president has set up this deal and this negotiation.
All right, so as he went on, he talked a little bit more about the deal. He answered a lot of different questions from the media. And went on to finish that White House press briefing. Again, he's filling in for Caroline Leavitt because she is on maternity leave. I believe she has already had her baby, if I'm not mistaken. So, congratulations to her family. Meanwhile, today, President Donald Trump actually held a news conference to unveil his brand new, well, it's not brand new, but it's brand new to him, Air Force One. It's actually a refurbished Boeing jet. That's it. We've actually got an image of it if you guys would like to take a look. Okay, so Air Force actually posted this to their X account, give you guys a look at the outside of it. And President Donald Trump did comment on what he believed to be the main difference between this particular aircraft and the other Air Force One. He says it's the size, but he also says this one is very luxurious. This is a gift from Qatar, if that's how you pronounce it. And it's a converted jet. So in between giving the specs of this particular aircraft, he also spoke more about what it took to reach the deal with Iran. I want you guys to take a listen with me.
Well, thank you very much. And before we begin on the plane, this is a brand new hangar because, as you probably have learned, these planes are much bigger. The other plane was about 35 years old, and it was time, and President of the United States, numerous of them, would land, and they'd be standing next to one of the new 747s. And the biggest difference is the difference in size. It's like virtually double the size. And it, actually on a runway, it looks even more so. And I said to myself, you know, these countries, they have a lot of respect for us, a lot. And yet they have a plane that's much better and much newer. It's a little ridiculous out there. And we have our signal, and we have our beautiful American flag, and we put the wave in it. As you know, we've always gone with this straight little noodle, and I never loved that. Now we have a wavy, beautiful flag. We're waving it proudly because our country is doing so well. Our country is doing so well. Those ships are flowing out of the Hormuz Strait like nobody's ever seen before, actually. There were a lot of them, about 700 of them, and they're pouring out. The oil is all over the place. You're going to see oil drop so low. I hope the companies are happy about it. But we have a lot of victories. We had a great victory in Venezuela, where we're now doing really well with the government. The big companies are all in there, the oil companies. They're building rigs, and we've paid for that war many, many times over. We're running it, and again, we have a fantastic relationship with the people of Venezuela. Venezuela has become a happy country because they have never made the money that they're making now. We take some, and they take some. But I just want to thank the general for the job. Raisin Cane. I liked his name right away. I had him. Raisin Cane. And he does. He raises cane, and he's very quiet about it. But he knows how to win. I knew that a long time ago. I said, if I ever get back here, I know the guy I'm going to put in charge of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And I got my man. So thank you, General. Great job. We're proud of you. And all of the people. I mean, we have the greatest military anywhere in the world. And you saw that in Iran, where in 1 week, virtually, we knocked out their entire Navy, their entire Air Force, their anti-missile weapons, their radar. We knocked out everything. Now, some of the fake news would say, oh, we didn't do it fast enough or something. We took about a week. We're a little spoiled by Venezuela, but equal, I would say equal. And now we have an agreement that was signed last night, and it's 60 days. They have to make a deal. Otherwise, we will do things that won't make them happy. But I don't think it's going to get to that. I think it's going to be very good. Remember, if we do that, then all of a sudden you're not going to have the oil flowing out of the strait too quickly, because people that own billion-dollar ships don't love missiles flying over them, don't love mines all over the water. And this is going to be amazing what's happening now, because we have the greatest economy that we've ever had. We have $19.2 trillion coming into our country from other countries and people, but a lot of other countries are coming in, including Qatar, who was so nice in providing. You know, we were at a little bit of a logjam. We're waiting for I call them the normal 747s, and I asked the Emir if we could use the brand new 747 that he got when we first heard about it, 800 hours. 800 hours for an airplane is essentially, I think, Troy, you could say that's a brand new plane. And I said, we'd like to use it for a little while because the planes are pretty old. Our planes are old. See, a normal president wouldn't do this. A normal president wants to stay away from aircraft. We don't want to order any aircraft so that everybody thinks, but our country has to be represented properly. That includes with We have the greatest military in the world. We have the greatest aircraft anywhere in the world, military fighters and bombers, and the B-2 bomber, you saw what that did. And we should have a plane. And we're going to have, as you know, we ordered 2 for a long time ago. They ordered, and they're coming in. And the hangar was built for the large plane. The other plane is such a difference in size. But there will never be one like this. This is very unique. This is considered the world's most luxurious plane. When it was built at a level that will probably never be seen again. And if the press would like, I don't know if it's going to help me with stories. I don't think they'll be any different. But what we're going to do is we're going to take you for just a quick tour. The press is actually going to, oh, look at them. They're actually smiling. Are you smiling? The first time I've seen them smile in years. They don't smile at Republicans. They should smile at Republicans because we're the ones that make America great. Anyway, but that's good. You happy about that? We'll do it. All right. So when I leave, they're going to take you for a little tour. You'll see something you won't even believe. And you'll be spending a lot of time. We're doing a lot of trips. We'll be going to Turkey. We'll be going at some point during the year back to China. President Xi's coming here in September. But we're going back for a big conference that's in China. I said I'd do that. And I want to thank China because, to be honest, I asked President Xi not to get involved with Iran. And they get 50% of their oil from the Strait. But I asked him not to get involved. And he said he wouldn't, and he didn't. I mean, very nice, actually.
All right, so you heard him there talking about the new jet, the new to him jet. Again, it is a refurbished Boeing aircraft, but has all the bells and whistles, all the luxury. He did give reporters a look into the vessel. They weren't able to get pictures or record anything, but he did what he said he was going to do. So I'm hearing that on the inside there are wood panels, gold-toned fixtures, tan and gold seating all throughout. There are TV screens surrounded by bookshelves. There's a private suite. There's a conference room. Like, this thing is huge. He says it is significantly bigger than the original Air Force One. So for the time being, this is going to be the aircraft that I do believe he is going to start traveling on. So there's a little news about the White House. Let's keep the ball rolling. We got a lot more to get through with you all. Remember, we're keeping our eyes on all things FIFA World Cup. Brazil is still up 3, Haiti down 0. Philadelphia Stadium is where it's going down. We'll be right back with you when we come back. Welcome back into Philadelphia Live. We are keeping our eyes on everything FIFA World Cup. Somebody's doing backflips back there. What in the world? Dude, I'm not the only one who saw that. It's going down right outside of Philadelphia Stadium, right in time for the FIFA World Cup. Yeah, fans are getting really, really excited. You can see them asking if we're live right now. They're like, yes, honey. We are live.
We're looking at you right now.
Right now.
You have no idea
in
though.
4K. All right. But you know, it's a great time for anybody getting out there. You don't even need tickets to enjoy yourselves. There's so many different restaurants. It's just like, that is the place to be. It's hot. We love it.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome there.
Mhm.
Have you gone yet?
I have. I went to the Travis Scott, or not Travis Scott. Oh my goodness, no. I went to the ASAP Rocky concert.
Okay, yes.
And a good girlfriend of mine, she was explaining like all the different things that you can do out there. So I kind of got like my toes dipped into the water, but I definitely have to get out there.
It's so cool that it's like kind of like all the stadiums are together and that's like that thing in the middle.
I don't think I've seen anything like that before.
I like take it for granted, and then someone like you who's not from here, you're probably like, oh my gosh.
It's very convenient.
It is so convenient.
I wonder too, is it ever like a traffic nightmare because everything is okay.
Yes, especially when there's like a Phillies game going on, there might be like a basketball game going on, there's a concert, like it's crazy.
Okay. Huh? I'll learn. Yeah. Right now with just the concert that I had gone to, it wasn't that bad. But, you know, while we were taking a look at what's going on outside of Philadelphia Stadium, I also want to keep in mind that we were asking everybody who did they think was going to win tonight, and Brazil was by far in the lead.
Brazil is in the lead. Yeah. I think we're going to end the night with Brazil still in the lead.
Yeah. At last check, it's still 3 up. Haiti hadn't put anything on board yet. That is still the way the score looks right now. Again, they're in the second half of things. They already had halftime, so we'll see. I like to say it's still anybody's game, anybody's match, because you never know what can happen. But talk to me about some things that are going on around town. What's everybody talking about?
Okay, so again, another TMZ article.
Okay.
I was just saying before this, I love that we have a little partnership with TMZ. Like they're under our family, so we can always use them. And it's TMZ, so they're always going to have exclusives about the deets and what's going on in the celebrities'
lives. Pictures, the videos, all of it.
Yeah, they'll have everything. So this is about Kevin Hart, who, you know, kind of has local ties. Like, and we love Kevin Hart.
Billy Rose.
Yes. So the headline caught my attention because yeah. So Kevin Hart, my ex-assistant, owes me $50K for running her mouth. Yikes. So basically, as you can probably imagine by that headline, Kevin Hart is not very happy with his ex-assistant and is potentially going to take legal action because, you know, not too long ago she got on a podcast, as a lot of people do nowadays, and kind of was spilling some deets about his personal life when she had previously signed, you know, like an NDA saying she wasn't gonna talk about certain things, but I guess she was like, I don't care, I'm gonna go on this podcast and do it anyway, and thought she would get away with it, but it doesn't look like she is. So
this is not the first time
it's not.
We're seeing a celebrity feel like they have to take legal action against someone trying to make a little money off of their name. What was it? Cardi B, I think, sued a blogger. I think multiple times actually. They've had to go back to court. And then Megan Thee Stallion has considered it. I don't know if she actually did go through with it, but I guess now Kevin Hart may be another one.
Yeah, it's really interesting when we have like cases like this, because it's like obviously a lot of people think of celebrities as like, oh, you're a celebrity, but it's like at the end of the day they really are just normal people, and this is their job. And then Kevin Hart's assistant in this case was his like employee, you know, and she totally went against her in agreement, you know, just for some likes and clicks. And it's like, it's disrespectful towards Kevin Hart. I'm sure he provided a lot for her, opened up new opportunities. So I don't know why she felt the need to do that for a podcast, but
I hope it was worth it.
Yeah.
I sure hope it was worth it. Oh, okay, so we've got that. We'll keep our eyes on it because $50K
is a lot.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot. I hope you got paid more than that for the blog post. You guys, thank you so much for joining us here on Philadelphia Live.
Yes.
This is Jake Leonard. My name is Judea Murray. We've been keeping you updated on all things FIFA World Cup. Brazil still up 3. Haiti hasn't put anything on the board yet. News does continue tonight. Keep us up on Fox Local. Good night.